Hello, how are you doing? I'm realizing my mic is probably pretty loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. Hmm, we'll just set it there. All right. Well, how you doing, guys? Welcome to the Legion of Comics, Legion Lair. Yeah, whatever. Welcome to me sitting here looking at you, and you sitting there looking at me, and no Mark. Exciting. We'll have some coffee. You know, the best part about drinking nothing but pure Kona coffee, no import tax. Anyways, read an interesting article about coffee. Actually, just a new study had just got complete. Something actually a pretty good, sizable coffee survey. It was talking about people who drink multiple cups of coffee and drink it black, like I do, and that if you had 1 to 2, or something, if you drink like 2 cups a day, you overall, not just like any one disease, anything else, you had a 16% chance of uh, living longer, whatever. I don't remember the increment off the top of my head. And then drinking 3 to 4 cups increased it just a little bit more to 17%. Phenomenal. I can take something like that easy, get myself live a little longer. Uh, it was the adding cream or sugar completely eliminated it though, which is great for me because I'm not a cream or sugar guy. Um, but yeah, just completely destroyed any health benefits you get from it whatsoever. So, moral of the story there is no cream, no sugar. It's crap. How you doing there, buddy? I'm glad to see you there. Look at that. The guy's a whack comics. Well, the guy. What am I saying? The guys. It's just one guy. Lee. Moi. Morning, sir. Um, Yeah. So, anyways, it was interesting. But then I did. That's where the story stopped. Other than it also said it didn't evaluate um, decaf because it couldn't. It didn't study enough people. I thought to myself, good. So enough people can't be bothered to read or to drink decaf. So why study it? And why should you? Decaf coffee's a pile of crap. It's fake. It's it's like this. What purpose does it have? Other than to be a hot beverage. We might as well drink hot water at that point. Really, let's be honest. Um, but then I went and asked like the AI side on this about uh, further because I was happy to watch. I think I was happy to see the article in um, on the Microsoft Edge, which I don't use hardly ever, but it has Copilot built in. So I was asking it some questions and asked it about what happens. What about if you drink more than 4 cups? Because yeah, usually drink like 6 to 8 cups of coffee a day at least. And it came back and said, nope, I was pretty much fucked. That like up to 4 cups of coffee a day, you were good. It helped you, great health benefits. Once you got past that, potentially not so good because of all the caffeine, because you were exceeding the maximum caffeine noted amount, supposedly. Eh, whatever. I guess if someone's going to kill me, I'd rather die by coffee. Let's say hello to people. We got ourselves Silver Eagles coins and comics. Good morning. Absolutely. About to go get out of bed and go get a cup of coffee yourself. Oh, God, I could wake you up. The best part of waking up is this in your cup. No. No. All right. Well, anyways. And of course, like I said, Lee, love you too, brother. Let's see. So it's you're saying your power will come from caffeine and not radioactive. It's possible. It really is. and I could deal with that. I mean, it'd be an interesting twist in the Marvel universe, assuming I was in the Marvel universe. Sweet enough, I don't need sugar. That's adorable. I think it's more of just that everyone gets used to my bitter flavor. Marcus, good morning. It used to be guys, but now it's just a lonely guy. Now that's true. It used to be that the owner of this channel and controller of this YouTube thing and guy who picked this time of the day because it was a correct time for him, he would be here. But no, instead it's me, Mr. West Coast, Mr. 4:30 in the morning. Ugh. I've messaged him, no response. Comic Cap Collectibles. Good morning, all. Good morning, absolutely. Digger Jim. Hello, sir. This is the weirdest thing lately. Is all these numbers showing up after people's names. Madam Blaster 9883. It's like, what is that? Only Lonely Rob. It is true. Woe is me, all unto myself. Which means that the Cowabunga Legion means this is going to crash pretty quick, as I didn't necessarily have prepared topics for today. I do hear and see people trying to message me, which I'll try to take a look at while I'm here unto myself, trying to keep you entertained simultaneously. Um, So, anyways, what else is going on? I guess, according to the background, and I see Mark did post, there must have been an episode of Peacemaker that dropped. I'm sure when Mark does show up, he'll be wanting to ask us about that. I didn't see it yet. I didn't realize it was dropping. I was thinking that we should be getting something dropping soon, but I hadn't seen it. I did, though, this week sit down since Superman was now streaming at home. I went and one of the video streamers that I use buy my videos from had it on sale. I did go ahead and buy it, and then I sat down and watched Superman. I thought, maybe I was too harsh. I've been too harsh on it. Everybody seems to love this thing, except for me and DJ. And let's see. So I bought it, and I watched it again. And my wife came and sat down and watched it with me. Yeah, no, it's still not great. I don't know what y'all thinking. All you guys who are thinking that Superman movie is great, you're high as fuck. You got group hallucinations going on because it's not great. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not that it's not a bad movie. It's just there. I think some of you guys are just so in love with the character that you're willing to look past so much. Either that, or you're so beat down by some past versions or something that you're willing to sit there and say, well, in comparison, this is great. But we shouldn't be doing an in comparison. We should be taking the movie for itself on its own merits. And it just doesn't, for me, nah, it's not great. It's just there. Now I'm sad I spent money on it because I probably, having rewatched it once, I really don't think I'm really going to ever go back and rewatch it a third or fourth time. But I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I bought a movie that I never went and rewatched. I probably have some movies that I own on physical media here that I've never watched. Well, or I've watched them once, but never a second rewatch. It's kind of like that thing, like you really think you want to own the movies, you don't have to rent it, but then you never go back and rewatch them. So, how much money do we spend on that? Let's see. I thought I was the only one who felt the same way. No. See, here's my biggest thing with the Superman movie. Well, there's a couple things that just hit me wrong. there is, I mean, I like the concept of let's not give the origin story. Let's just say, look, people universally have a general understanding, and we can hint at bits and pieces here and there. Um, but then we do some weird exposition about with the robots talking to, oh, this robot's new, so I'm going to talk about why this is this, and I'm going to translate the, okay, weird stuff in reality if you stop and think about it. But I did not like what they did with Jarrell, obviously. That was just super weird, you know. Um, and I guess it's supposed to be a plot point with him to get him to move a certain way, or start to think of himself as in a certain way, or grow his humanity side of him or something. But I just think that making Jarrell, instead of trying to save his son, uh, and just sent him someplace out into the wild, whatever, with message of, Jarrell had always been this scientist, and he was trying to prevent the destruction of Krypton and all these different things, and a man of peace. And instead, now, why is his symbol mean hope, if it really means go sow your seed, my son, and become become a super pimp? I don't know. So that was weird. I don't care for the fact that Superman doesn't really save anything. You get the kaiju, okay, I get the Justice Gang get in the way and get involved, and kind of Superman's just becomes on cleanup duty, trying to protect everything, and everyone, and every creature, including a squirrel, from the fallout from the Justice Gang showing up. But at the end of the day, doesn't do anything there. The big, he gets locked up. Okay, that happens. I mean, he saves the baby, I guess. But I mean, who does, during the big battle with this giant rift that was really bizarre, and how it spread, but the earth cracking that much didn't cause any kind of tremors or fallout anywhere around. I mean, let's be honest. If the world is splitting like this, there should be more than just that immediately location where there's shaking and stuff going on. There's global issues going on with this, but whatever. He's busy fighting himself. Okay, I get it. It's a threat level that's a high level. He has to deal with it. He never adapts his fighting style, apparently, throughout the whole thing, until he gets a dog involved. And he doesn't really even change his fighting style. All he does is he gets the dog to take the video out of the clips, so that way Lex can't be involved. So he doesn't really change his fighting style. And then when that's all done, all he does, he shows up, stands in Lex, stops Lex from running away. He doesn't do nothing. Mr. Terrific did everything. Mr. Terrific was Superman in that movie. I don't know if you guys knew this. I don't know, Madam Lady. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you were aware of this, but Superman is actually Mr. Terrific in that movie.
Oh, I don't care.
I like this. Listen, Silver Eagle coins and comics. And I didn't like them portraying Supergirl's ass, some entitled Gen Alpha who wants to be rude and obnoxious. Well,
she should be responsible.
Let me give you a different perspective from that.
She's not really Gen Alpha. She's Gen Z.
She's actually older than her brother.
There is that, but yeah.
And she was there to witness. She was there to witness her planet get destroyed, and wasn't a baby that got to not see it. So she's suffering from some trauma. She's trying to drink the pain away, but you have your perspective too.
Dang, that is insightful.
Well, I mean, it was definitely a jarring. If you hadn't read any of the other stuff, right? It is a jarring.
If you haven't read, you would think that.
it's very jarring, and but at the end of the day, you know what I thought? Okay, you've introduced her in an interesting manner.
It's going to open it up to World of Tomorrow.
I can hold off to see where you go with this ultimately, and that part's fine. Because that's to me just like a little comic. Okay, now we've explained what he's talking about. Crypto is a foster situation, all this other weird shit, and why crypto's a not locked down, squared away individual. Because the funny thing about dogs are they're quite often mirrors of their human owners. You know, I don't know if you wouldn't believe this or not, Lady F.
What?
But my dog is very even keeled and just wants to, and very ordered and expects food, you know, certain things at certain times.
She has expectations like her daddy does. She's a creature of habit.
She's a routine dog.
And she is a very chill girl. And her papa is a very chill papa bear.
So yeah, I mean, it explains a lot from that aspect.
Would you believe that Miss Kitty's very sweet and sometimes really bitchy?
I don't believe that because it's a cat. I believe it's a bitchy all the time.
just
different levels.
Well, so am I.
But yeah, no, I don't know. To me,
well, I agree with what you're saying, and I think it would be shocking to see that because that is not the Supergirl that we know. Mm-hmm. But if one is familiar with Tom King's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, one would say that setup would be a great sort of teaser for that entire storyline, which is incredibly strong. Yeah, you have 4 issues of number 1 that you paid about $10 a piece and 3 copies. That's really cool. And I have the second print of number 1 that my buddy sent me from finding it at the dollar store. And I love it just the same.
We were giving them away like for a while on in Walmart packs from Chris on Only Slabs.
Yeah, exactly. That's so, and it's like I don't hate on Tom King, but at the same time, I didn't come to Tom King in DC in a DC era. I read Tom King with Vision, and then the only thing I went to DC for to read Tom King was for the Mr. Miracle. And so when the people were saying, dude, Batman is blowing, I hate Tom King, yada, 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 I was like, what? He's good. But I don't know.
What I'll say about Tom King from what, so I haven't read all his stuff, but bits and pieces I've read.
Same.
He's not afraid to take a character, a long established character, and
do different.
Twist it and go in a different direction. And so when you do that, sometimes those will hit, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're gonna alienate longtime fans of a character.
That's
and
fair.
Other times you're gonna introduce new audiences to a character who before maybe they didn't care for or weren't really all that exposed to, and now they really fall in love with that. So
I would say Jason Aaron did that with Thor and the whole Jane Foster Thor thing.
Well, I mean, I heard a lot like Tom King's Batman run. I didn't dislike it at all. Matter of fact, if anything, I wish that they had let him finish where he was going with it, and not, because he was supposed to do like the first 100 issues, and instead he was kind of forced out or at around 75 or something. So didn't quite. He had to kind of accelerate his task. But the thing that I think of most of to me is Strange Adventures. What he did with Adam Strange in that book was for me jarring and unsettling, whereas some other people, they really loved it. So it's one of those things where I go, okay, I can see why you might, but not for me on that particular one. But I do want to go read Mr. Miracle.
I think you would like it. I mean, it's a pretty good portrayal of PTSD.
That's good because I do like when they bring that stuff in the character. That's what I've loved about what they've been doing with Ultra Magnus and Transformers was the fact that they had him on PTSD and they explained it very clearly. And you said, nope, no doubt about it. If I was in prison for 1,000 years being tortured, I'd probably have a
some
little
ticks too.
I might have a trauma or two built in there. Yeah,
Some triggers. Yeah. Yeah, that's and so like I found his vision to be like very Shakespearean, where like Vision was really like questioning the nature of what it meant to be human and was coming to the realization that he could never be something that is intentionally imperfect because he is not that machine and he cannot create algorithms for imperfection. That's not what he was made for. And so resolving fallibility and the fact that he is so much more above these little things was really tough for him because all he wanted was to be human. And then he realized, I can't. It's so sad.
I'll go back to Erwan. So you didn't
Your
like how
mom.
emotional Superman was, generally stupid. That was one of those things I will say that, because I don't know about the second part of it, because I don't think I'm genuinely stupid. I think I'm fake stupid. But
I think so. I think
but
we
when
can be fake stupid.
but as far as his emotional side of everything goes, I did find that a jarring juxtaposition as well, being an individual whose primary Superman exposure has been television and movies. I freely admit I've not read a ton of. I don't think I really ever read any sustained runs of Superman comics. I've seen Superman obviously in various other comics and stuff, but never long runs of his own stuff. So I can't say from that aspect. But so my exposure to him is generally also one cool, collected individual who's in control of a room. He doesn't ever seem to be flustered and everything else, whereas what we got was a version that couldn't even handle some basic questions about from the reporter, from Lois, without getting flustered and emotional. Now granted, if the concept is to tell the story that he's just as human as the rest of us and to make him more relatable, then I understand the story points, but again, it's just a super jarring juxtaposition. And I think, again, any time, whether it's written or in film or television, you take a character who's been long established. Superman's been long established, right? We're coming up on close to 100 years. We're 85 years, something like that. He's been around. And when you take a character who's been established and portrayed a particular way and turn it on in, you're going to have people who are either embrace it as very cool change, something different, a breath of fresh air, and you're going to have people who go, whoa, hold on. That's just not what I'm used to. I'm not cool with that. And that's a fair argument to have, I think.
Well, Lois
what I was expecting Superman to be doing.
Lois gives a tough interview now. Lois asks the real questions and hits hard.
100% and should, and establishes her as a good solid reporter, as opposed to Clark, who maybe has been just living off of being able to interview himself. Mark, how are you?
Thank you, Mark, for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you for blessing me, for blessing you.
And you know what? You're all welcome.
Hey, Rob.
So were you talking about the highly unethical practices of Clark Joseph Kent in the Daily Planet?
Absolutely. We were talking about the movie in general because I gave it a rewatch this week.
Yeah. Do you know what I watched, Rob?
What did you watch, madam?
Shogun.
Oh,
Shogun?
Hold on, maybe make sure. For my frame of reference, did you watch the Hulu Shogun or did you watch the original Chamberlain Shogun?
I'm watching the Hulu Shogun.
Okay, that's fair. Both are great.
Okay, I'm coming into. I've only watched like
Very
3
different.
episodes so far. I love it. I don't like reading everything,
Okay.
but because you can't like shut your eyes or
It's
look away. But
uh-huh.
but
I understand. Normally,
other
I
than
don't
that, it's
care for
really great.
Normally, I don't
And
care for subtitles either, but I thought that this one wasn't bad.
yes, and my boyfriend read the book. And he could
Yep,
not wait for this to come out. He said this book was so good. He could not wait to finish
it is
reading
true.
it.
My boyfriend said.
Yeah.
I
And
I
so
did.
we started watching it. And he loves it.
I remember when I read the book back in the 6th grade, that I loved the book, and when I ended up out with chicken pox, that
Oh,
the
baby
my
Rob.
mo- my mom did go down to the video store and pick up the Richard Chamberlain Shogun on
Okay.
videotape for me to watch while I was out, and loved it. And so when this one came out, I was super excited to watch it.
This one got a
And
lot of acclaim.
it was phenomenal. And
That design looks brilliant.
I thought it was, again, really good, and I'm just curious to see where they're going to go now that they're trying to make it they're going to make stuff beyond the book itself. So should be
That's
interesting.
so cool.
I
Can
wonder.
I say for the record though that I and my boyfriend thought for a while it was Tom Hardy playing the main character because it looks so much like him, right? And you think like, is that Tom Hardy? He's such a chameleon. He can change his face with just the weight, and everything so easily. So
But it was actually Lady Fantastic.
it was actually a lady.
Is this a Shogun is about feudal Japan?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Super
I mean, it's
good.
based
Highly
it's
recommend it.
based loose. I mean, the series itself is based on the book. The book itself was loosely based on historical events. So,
That I
they-
lived personally.
pardon?
That I personally lived.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
In your past life.
During your previous life in feudal Japan, and that
As the geisha of the
Remember
house.
those times.
so in theory, they could they know the historical events of which it was based on. You could continue the writing along that same vein of stuff. But so it'd be interesting. But it's gonna be interesting to see, just because there wasn't there. I mean, when Claville was that? I'm trying to remember the author's name. Was it James Claville?
I don't know.
Clavicle.
Oh, goodness gracious! I feel bad now.
I'm
James
feeling bad for you,
Clavel.
Rob. It's okay.
It's Clavel. You're
Okay.
right.
Oh wow. My
Clavicle.
memory didn't. My memory hasn't failed me 100% yet. I remember he had several books that were based around Japan. He had like the Rat King and some others that were all based from different time periods around different parts of Asia and stuff, but they weren't necessarily like a connected series and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, JSS. Yeah, 1980 series, which
Mhm.
was a television mini series.
Didn't they
back-
have that on? I think they created a Criterion collection for it.
They may have. It was a very well received
Yes.
miniseries. As miniseries was the thing that I think a lot of people who forget about having grown up in that period, or younger people just don't understand. Because today now we get all these like 8 episode seasons now, or a one season show and that's it type of thing. But
They don't remember the days of Dallas.
back in the days of
Who shot JR?
the olden days of television, when seasons were 26 episodes long.
Little House on the Prairie.
But you'd have periodically during the 2 main seasons, during what was typically reruns and stuff,
Bonanza.
you might have these fillers come in where they would shoot a mini series. It was too long to be a made for movie, but it was not long enough to be an entire series unto itself. It might be 5 episodes long, and it might show
Roots
all week long,
Kunta
or it might
Kinte.
show every Wednesday for 4 weeks.
Jewel in the Crown. The Jewel in the Crown was a big
exactly.
one. Right?
These are all some great television back in the day that today they would just be a standalone one-off, epic for
I
streaming. That's not
remember.
a bad thing.
I think it was like every Thanksgiving or something, they would show like Wizard of Oz. They would play Wizard of Oz over and over again. There's a holiday where they do that one, and I want to say it's Thanksgiving, but I'm down for that.
The
Thornbird.
Thornbirds, yeah. Yeah,
I've also been watching Alien Earth. Have you guys been watching that?
I have not, but I've heard people talking
She was
about it.
talking about it. She was excited. She's very excited.
Both those things, I watched both of those things last night because they're both so good. Shogun and Alien Earth. Alien Earth is amazing, and it's continuing the franchise. So if you want to get in on that, it's kind of cool.
Last night, I was attempting to utilize my AI video editor just to cut down 15 minutes of con footage into like 4 or 5 minutes worth of footage for my con walk tour. And while it was thinking, I went back to the bedroom. I saw my bed and I said, let me lay down here for a moment.
But did it last a moment?
Well, several moments strung together consecutively.
I do that. I string together moments pretty well.
Till my wife came to bed and
joins you in those moments, those consecutive moments.
She asked me if I wanted my CPAP mask on because I was.
Oh, and I was just gonna ask you something else.
Because I didn't have it on. And I said, well, let me get up and go brush my teeth and change out of my day clothes. And then usually I come out, I'll sleep out on the recliner, so I'm no disturber when I wake up at 3 something in the morning. And I just
decided, you snore, right? You snore too? Or
no, not with the CPAP.
It's got the CPAP. Okay.
I don't. So when I got out of the bed, when I got out of the bathroom, I said, "Forget it. I'm just going to sleep here. I'm sorry if I disturb you when I wake up. I want to sleep in the bed."
When you have your CPAP on, Rob, I'm just curious. Like when you wake up, do you feel like an alien is like on your face and you have to take it off right away?
No, because it doesn't suffocate me. It's providing me air.
But still, like the look of it looks like almost aliens coming through your mouth.
If you say so, I'm not looking at it.
I'm not looking at it.
I'm on the other side of it. It's not, I don't have like a full mask on or something. It's just a.
Okay.
So all I know is I at this point I've gotten used to it, and I can't. Yeah, I do. I can't imagine sleeping without it half the time. It's great.
Do you have a generator?
I have battery packs and stuff if I needed it.
Okay. Dang.
This is the first reprint of it, and this is the second reprint of it, but I don't have the OG.
I have an OG.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You know what? It's graded.
You don't graded.
I have one of these big battery packs. You can actually run it for like 3 days. But
wow, okay, that's good then.
I love Abomination. I know
it's not a fan. I just need a fan on,
I wake up and I feel like an abomination, but then I put my skin suit on. What's up, Bruce? And I got my new Hyde Street. Hyde Street's good, y'all. Just looking through.
Let me do this. You're going to show books. Let's go ahead.
You want me to show one? I can show you. I mean, I have a stack of books right here. They don't make any sense, but I can show them. Hyde Street from my pull list that I just recently created. I'm so bad at commitment, but I finally made a commitment to a pull list at age 41.
Wow.
That's how
Are you sure about that commitment?
No, I'm not actually. It's fucking nerve-wracking. And then I got my Hulk, which is a Hulk 159. And if you guys know 162, just a couple of issues later, 161, he fights Beast. In 160, he fights Stingray. In 162, he fights Wendigo. So there's some good fucking fights, y'all, in these books. Get them. If you like a good fight and if you like good Trimpy art. This is early appearance of the White Tiger, one of Marvel's first Latino characters. So, ha, throw your chancla at that, bitch. And yeah, here's my my Harleys, the reprint and the reprint. So yeah,
That's a beautiful cover. I like that one.
it is. It's Alex Ross. I mean, you can't go wrong. This is an awesome issue 57, signed by Neil Adams, and this is like definitely a treasure of mine because it's one of the badass covers of Sentinels, period. And then I got my old boy who drew it, who did the cover art to sign it.
And you don't slab anything, do you?
No, I don't slab.
It's the only reason why she hasn't been on Only Slabs. It's not because I don't like her. It's only because she doesn't.
It's because he doesn't like me. It's definitely no. Yeah, I don't slap.
I think you an exception for Lady F. You know, have her come on and show her raw books.
No, he can't pollute.
Put them in a hard case for you and like write a 9.8 on the side.
I did reach out to her once before though too.
You did, and I counted, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, but I do not make the cutoff. I'm about 14 slabs short." Silver Sable, not Silver Sable, Silver Banshee, burp. Sorry, my bad. I finally got issue 10, which I was needing for my Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman. I've been digging. Kelly Thompson and Jason Aaron both are solid writers, and that's only my opinion.
I don't know. I think you're stating pure facts at this point.
Ooh, that's good.
It's rare. It's rare that you're stating pure facts, but we have the evidence.
I state nothing but facts. This guy believes in alternative facts. He believes in them Kellyanne Conway bullshits. But I believe in
those are the bag of cat facts.
Those are the pizza. Those are the Pizzagate facts. Black Cat.
Adam Hughes. Who did that Black Cat?
Who did it? Adam Hughes.
I was just looking at him.
Our dude.
Yeah, it looks good.
Adam Hughes.
Our dude, Adam Hughes.
Our dude. Yeah.
Does he do the colors on his own?
His wife does it sometimes.
I was about to say,
his
go
wife
back
is
to it.
Very talented. His wife had.
Yeah, his wife is talented.
If you go back to it and you look at it, it has like this unique coloring to it, like the tone and everything.
Yes. Do you know who thought
in the back?
There is someone who actually told him to start doing this method, and he learned this method, and then his wife learned how to do it. The guy that suggested he start using that sort of soft ink method or whatever, Dave Stevens.
It almost looks like digital watercolors, almost like it's hard to describe what it is, but it looks like the Batgirl cover, and
it's like a really weird type of shading that they know how to do. Like,
highlighting everything backlit, you know.
And then Weird War Tales number 10, just some great art. This one's shit. Weird War Tales 17. Come on, bro. Come on. I love that shit.
Really cool.
That's a nice one.
Look at that hand.
Ooh, that one's
crunching it. I love it. Love a good plane crunch in the air by skeleton hands.
Almost 2 years for my nerdy collection of being a member for 21
and then
months.
Ice Tyrant is one I just picked up.
And
recently.
you could be too by hitting the join button. Some apps it says subscribe plus. It's depending on your updates.
What is that toxic one? Can you show that one again?
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Teams up with Acid Chimp. Yeah.
Wow, look at that cover. That's
the last one I got. He teamed up with Jesus Christ. How they got through it was a miracle. What? And then Ginger the cat.
Nice.
And then this is my Colleen Duran sketch card.
Okay.
And then
holy moly.
This guy, he's not around anymore, but he used to be around.
I guess he's kind of famous too. That's funny.
Yeah, he banged a bunch of chicks.
I guess like Marilyn or something.
Mm-hmm. This is first appearance of Moira McTaggart and Lilandra, X-Men 96. And this one's just a goofy Wolverine that is the first book I ever bought for myself off a comic rack in a store after I figured out what I liked. So it's kind of a big deal, this issue. And this is a book based off of the TV show that changed my world as a little baby kid. So anyways, that's all.
Awesome. Nice showing.
Yeah. I mean, I need to put them up, but they're just like sitting here next to me. So
How many comics do you have that are signed?
probably about 50.
Really? So you
Okay.
could probably slab like 50?
No, I could probably not because you have to pay a fee too. And I don't care about slabbing. It's never been part of the experience for me. Like some people, it is part of their experience and it's an investment. And I totally get the logic of it.
Mhm.
That's not why I do comics. It's just not. Do I have a couple of slabs because people have been kind enough to gift them to me, or I've bought them because they were certain books that like I really enjoyed and got it for a good deal? Yeah.
Which one is that? Which one is that? That you
There's a
bought
few.
yourself?
So I bought myself one, a Defenders. Sorry, it's a Marvel feature #1, which is the
Okay.
first appearance of like the official Defenders with the Neil Adams did the cover, and I bought that from Cliff's comics because he had ended up like I like it raw too. He ended up having an 8.0 that he got because he wanted or something or upgraded, and he had a 6.0, and so I bought the 6.0 from him, and then like I bought like a Wasp like slab from Who Dat, and yeah, I want to write. I want to read it. I would rather crack it and read it.
Crack
But
it and read it.
but so some of them, it's better though. Like instead of having like I will admit, like a trade paperback compared to a floppy, the TPB is much easier to read and much better for me in terms of understanding the story and the flow. Like, because I don't like having to wait every week.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple of Submariner rounds too, don't you?
I do have I have a couple of subby slabs that I got from a certain man cave
Doc.
comics,
Yeah.
a la Fat Stacks, Maurice,
Comics Curing Cancer.
a la Comics Curing Cancer. But
Interestingly enough, the great segue, Lydia. I'm glad you brought it up.
please go into it.
Did you know that Comics Curing Cancer is coming up again here very shortly?
No,
It's
please
just
tell us more.
I've heard about this. When is it going to be, Rob?
It's just 2 months away, October 24th through the 26th.
Do people have to wait till then to participate in Comics Curing Cancer?
God, no. And I hope they don't, because what we really need, especially, is people to look. They could, well, yeah, okay, let's go through these. They could go ahead and go get themselves that C3 art book if they don't already have one. And they can get themselves the Crow Dead Time Sumerian with limited cover, donated by Big Time Collectibles, with 100% of the proceeds going to Comics Curing Cancer. You don't have to pre-order. You can just actually go get it. You go to comicscuringcancer.org or to Big Comics Curing Cancer, bigcartel.com. Either way, it'll get you there. You can order those books. But you can also at comicscuringcancer.org, you can make a donation today if you wanted to, but monetary. But what we really need, what we almost, as we're 2 months out, desperately need, is for folks to take a look and go through their collections and find those graded comics, those key comics, those
slabs that you don't got no use for,
the collected editions, the items, the items of interest that we could auction and raise money for Comics Curing Cancer.
The one of ones.
That's now is the time to go through that, because we need all that stuff actually here by the 10th of October, which means we're only about just, hey Finn, we're just outside of a month and a half before we need all those things. And right now we have very little. So it would be phenomenal to be able, if we're going to be able to hit that $55,000 limit, to be able to start getting those in. By all means, follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Comics Curing Cancer and reach out to us directly.
Can I donate original art of my own?
I have a quick question though, Legion Mark. With Finn, did you guys figure out that speaker thing?
No.
Okay.
Us figuring out that speaker thing, you would have told me how to do it.
I'll tell you how to do it later.
Yeah, we'll get to it this evening.
Can Madam buy original art?
Can I donate art?
Oh,
can artists donate art to C3? And
yes,
how good does it have to be?
we have lots of artists and art opportunities that are going on there. But it should be something that somebody's going to want to purchase. So
Yeah,
that
it's
way,
got to actually be good, Izzy. If
So
you're gonna do
ju-
I'm
shit.
sorry.
No stick
to-
figures.
Yeah,
to,
no
ju-
shit.
to just to justify the shipping expense that goes along with it.
I'll try to do better work. I'm
So-
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
The-
really.
step
Yeah,
it up.
So, anyways, by all means, please, guys, take a look at that. And if you've recently,
Hey, check
This
this
is
out,
just-
Rob. Whenever Jeremy gets good at drawing, he's going to donate key comic books that he did not draw.
phenomenal.
That's
Anything
pretty cool.
for anybody who may have already sent something in. If you sent something recently and you check your tracking number and your tracking number shows that it hasn't been delivered and it should have been delivered, please reach out to me because somebody sent something and the mail and the postal truck got broken into, and the postal carrier said that he knows that it was the box. I have a notice from the post office acknowledging that something's addressed to me was stolen, and they know it was addressed also to Comics Curing Cancer, but I have no idea what it is. Everybody I knew that was shipping me something, I've reached out to, and they don't know. So in order to get the insurance claim, I need to know what was sent or who sent it. So if that sounds like you sent me something recently, by all means, check your tracking number. If it's showing undelivered, but it's past due by several days now, from like last week, it should have been delivered last week, please reach out to me.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's jerks everywhere, and somebody chose to steal from a charity. Somebody chose to steal from a cancer charity.
Somebody chose to draw.
What if
Well,
I
I mean,
put up
like,
this portrait of
stealing
Rob?
from
How
the postal
so far
truck
do you
is
think?
crazy work to begin with. You would assume
Yeah.
like they would wait till the holiday season. Like I don't approve of, obviously, but people stealing mail, you understand why they're doing it around the holiday season because people mail gift cards and money and stuff. But what do they?
That's also a federal crime,
Yeah, it's
bro.
awful. They used to do that.
Yeah,
so
I'm
they
fully
used to go
aware.
down
I'm
a
saying,
road
like,
and rip open all the mailboxes.
what kind of stupid idea would it be to like? You can't expect to gain much.
Do you know how many
stealing from the
people full of
post
stupid
office
ideas
in
live here?
the beginning or the middle of August. You know what I mean? There's not. What do you look to gain?
There's a lot of stupid ideas floating around, man.
There are.
Whether people choose to engage in those ideas,
You know, a lot of times, like stupid crimes like that are kids doing stupid
Yeah.
stuff
Young people.
for the thrill of that.
Yeah,
for
but
the
it's
thrill of the fun of
also
the act.
it's also people that are in desperate need of things.
But mostly
there's
teenagers.
desperation and there's also drug addicts.
That's my point.
that's
Like,
what I meant to
it
say.
doesn't seem like an act of desperation. It seems too stupid even for desperate. Desperate would
Yeah,
you
but
go
that's-
just
It
snatch
seems
and
like
grab
a
it.
young stupid thing.
You could
Yeah.
snatch and grab a
Something
quick and
brain
go
hasn't developed all over.
run off with a bag of chips or something or
Well,
whatever
and there's
that
some
guy's
people-
full of Daredevil.
that are just living on the street. They're some of the homeless, a lot of them are intellectually
Really?
disabled or something, and people sometimes this is they're the life that they
I wonder if they
didn't
left
have
like the
much.
back of the post truck
Okay,
open
I'm
while
just
they were
gonna-
walking
I'm-
packages.
I'm just going to say that in my neighborhood where there's not a lot of that. So
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if someone
not
just
really
left the
any of
back of
that.
the truck open.
It's
and
intentional where it's happening.
People, those guys are pretty religious about locking their trucks when they walk away. But it's people still, they're not great. The trucks aren't great. They're old vehicles.
That's a good point,
They're
Donovan. All
not
those
Brinks
little,
trucks, right?
all
I
of
mean,
those, what do you call it? Those little advertisement credit cards that come in the mail. All you have to do is call the number to activate them. People out there
Mhm.
burning up $1,000 limit credit card on someone else's name.
Well, you should be having to call and activate it from the phone number that it's associated with it. But
No, I wouldn't know. I've never activated one.
yeah, generally you have to call from the number that's associated with the account that you provided to them.
No, I get like advertisements that come with like little fake crappy cards
Well, that's
with companies I've never associated with, man, ever. Capital
That's true.
One and this and that. You know what I'm talking about? Those little things that come in the mail with a little almost like paper S card, like,
Mhm.
hey, free credit card, $1,000
The
limit.
cardboard card. I know. what you're talking
Yeah.
They send me the real cards. I don't know about the card.
Like, you've been pre-approved. It's like I never asked.
It's just an ad hoping you would sign up with them.
Well, they look at your credit score and they like, oh, maybe this is an opportunity.
Yeah, I don't get any of that stuff because I've got once you lock down your credit, so that way nobody can apply for anything. Then they also don't take a dip look, and you don't get all those stupid credit card offers constantly to your house, which is great because then somebody can't steal them and try to claim credit card under your information.
Mm-hmm.
Someone would go up and down our street and yank all our mail out of our boxes, so everyone on the street had to go get a locked box.
I've had that for years.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't have boxes like that.
No,
No, you're in a whole different
I'm-
world.
I am
You
happy.
Stay in your
I
car.
am ecstatic. Yesterday, there was a knock on my door in the afternoon. I went to go see who it was, and it was the mailman because I was expecting for a package pickup, but it was my regular postal carrier returned from a month-long hiatus, and I was thrilled because the fill-in people had been shite. Oh God.
They didn't give you that love and touch.
Did you give him a big hug?
They were so bad. I don't think that the fill-in people understood what the flag on the mailbox meant, because I would put the flag up and they would like move my outgoing
Ignore
package.
You mean that means something? I thought when you
They
put
would-
the flag up, it means for the guy to hit it with the baseball bat.
I watched them on camera literally
Yes.
move
That's what it means,
an
okay.
outgoing package out, like a Gemini, out of the mail slot, so they could then slide the mail in, then put it back in the slot, and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh my God, you guys are fucking kidding me. But
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Well,
Lady
it's
F
a-
showed off
With
that
mailboxes and all that
nice
stuff. Just have it nice.
Hulk book, and you know what? Had a copy. I just had a copy. There you go. Look at that. Let's bring that up there. Beautiful. Show us that beautiful bean footage.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredibly well done, old David Sanchez.
I
It
went
was
to
incredibly
the
well done.
comics.
I liked it.
I went to the Comics Curing Cancer booth at Heroes Con and
Yeah, you
procured
did.
this lovely book from a certain Fat Stacks, and he ever so gingerly handed it to me, and I yanked that bitch and ran.
She proceeded to fold it in half, put it in her back pocket.
Yanked it, ran, and then hit the mail
Hit on
truck
it.
right after that.
And look, it has a little thing in the back, obscured by a cliff on comics, but limited to 300.
But it has a cliff on comics.
But it has a cliff on count. I was also there.
So literally, Cliff is on the comic.
It's literally Cliff's
On the comic, yeah.
got his bussy up on this bitch.
So, if you remember, we had a
Oh,
copy.
look.
Yeah, Madam has her copy. You remember that we had a copy at the con that was signed by Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, did you? Very cool. Oh, Izzy,
Yeah.
triplets.
That was sold, and
Look at that. Show us your comics.
We just want to fit in.
See, mine says art book.
I've
on
got
it.
You're not cool unless you have one of
I've
these
got one over
guys.
here.
Look at that.
Yeah, Rob, you Mr. 98 Slabadabadoo.
Clear
Oh
back.
no, I don't have a
Stop
98.
looking
I'm
at
sorry.
at your wall. Oh, you have
Oh,
one
you don't have-
slab? Nice.
Yeah, okay. All right,
All
all
right.
right. Just
You
calm
know,
down.
9.9.
Just calm down.
You know
what's bad when
you'll
Rob's
never
got to
get-
pull one off of his wall.
You never get a JSA 9.9 of that book.
That's true. It would be a 10-0. Along with every 9.6, apparently, I guess. I don't
Talk
know.
about PSA and their cockamamie system.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Don't ever do PSA unless you're collecting cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, this PSA comic system is laughable. You know what gets me? Like I'm on
What
Instagram.
gets your goat? Tell us.
I'm on
What grinds your
Instagram, and
gears?
what grinds my gears. Not real. There's this person on Instagram who it's one of their regular content things to point out and talk about and criticize CGC for when something goes wrong. Like they bring it to the community's attention, and
Is that Burke?
they do. No, Burke is just a victim. This guy just is a complainer. And I'm not trying to talk bad about him, but that's what they do. They complain about the CGC, whatever, fill in the blank all
It's
the time.
fair. They should
Yeah, I
be
know.
pointed out.
And as soon as PSA comes out, they send stuff in and get a 10 and a 10, and they're like, PSA is perfect. PSA is awesome. This is
No.
only a 10 because
No.
this is only a 10 because I meticulously carefully submitted the right book, and even
That's a
in
lie.
the post, even in the post where they submitted it, they're thanking the presser because they had dropped the book and it got damaged and this and that. I'm like, bro, you're now posting the second 10. Like, this isn't normal. It's like, oh, I was just careful about which ones I sent in.
I think
I'm
I
like,
know who you're talking about.
oh, 9.9 newsstand. You know, I
Yeah.
don't give a shit about saying names.
Well,
Nice
I
person.
figured I know you were
Put them in
talking
the
about.
comment, but the what is it where you, Caroline? What's the term where you disassociate yourself from reality unknowingly?
Disassociation.
It's called dissociation.
Maybe the disassociation then.
Oh, the
is-
disconnect, cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive disconnect is just
Dissonance.
palpable in that
Here in the middle.
yeah.
Of
9.9
imagination.
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't happen. So here's
like,
the only
it's
thing that I've
next
ever seen
level.
10s on. I've only ever seen 10s on DC Black Label square printout, like the very nice
Like
magazine.
the Batman Damned,
Yes.
those prestige format. Those
Yes.
square bounds are layups. Those are your best bet to get.
Those are the
10.
only
Those are
times
the
I've
layups.
seen 10s. I don't think I've ever seen a 10 on a Tradishi comic.
I've seen some.
There's
I
10s
mean,
on
one.
traditional.
I mean, you
Yeah.
just Google it.
No, I won't do it. I'm too ignorant.
That's it. Yeah.
You're too
Ignorant.
I would,
But like
the-
I
Yeah,
saw that post. I talked to him a little bit, and then it wasn't long after that I saw the PSA explanation of how they don't do 9.9s. You either have so basically 10s are like they're
they don't do
9.8.
they don't do a 9.8. They don't do a 9.6. They do a 9, a 9.5, and a 10.
PGA,
So,
They do
PSA.
9.8, don't they?
PSA.
PSA does 9.8s, Rob.
Them. That's
Yeah.
not.
All
PSA
they
does
did was
9.8.
eliminate the 9.9.
They do 9.8.
Yeah.
Don't ever use PSA unless you're into ball cards.
Well,
or
I
col-
wouldn't. I can't stand their label. Anyway,
I would never.
my point
No.
that I
But they're
was
the
saying,
established. They are the established brand for grading cards.
they are.
I mean, they have
Yeah,
been.
so that's why they got
Gave
into the
him
business. They
an
figured
award.
this is
Okay,
another avenue to make some money
They've been
off
in
of.
business since Beckett's been around. Like, because I used
Yeah.
to get Beckett the every
I've
month.
got 9.9s.
Beckett baseball.
I'm curious. I have a question for all of you.
Blech.
Yeah. Sorry. If you had to have your coffin lined with like any comic book, which one would it be?
Can I finish my story first before we go back to
Yes.
yours? So my point of bringing up Lou Ferrigno signed book is that at GalaxyCon, we had I had a copy signed by Lou Ferrigno that is gone on its way to CGC to JSA for signature verification. That will be available during Comics Curing Cancer. That is all. Now back to Madam's question about coffin lining with comics.
Which comic would it be?
What would you choose, Rob?
All my really expensive comics that other people want.
So you're just gonna be slabbed up in your coffin.
Exactly. I'm going to be
Coffin made of slabs.
my
He's gonna
body
be
will
slabbed
be
on a
embalmed
PGF.
and I will be slabbed.
So because I don't really,
You'd be slabbed inside the slabs.
Just make sure
And
they
then we can
press
put
you.
a 9.8 on you. I love it.
Because I don't like Spider-Man, I think I would want like AF-15 lined in my coffin just so I could rot on it
Man,
and destroy
that's
it.
rough, man. What did Spider-Man ever do to you?
Not a goddamn thing, and that's why I don't like him. He's never done shit for me.
Bruce said it after submitting hundreds of books, he's gotten one.
Yeah, I think from CGC, I've never gotten a 10.
I've seen a CGC 10, but it's only been
Yeah.
for Batman, the Black Label.
There's a bunch of
Well,
CGC
I've seen
pins
this.
out
Like
there.
I've seen some of those the New Zealand Mint ones and stuff like that are metal covers and
Yeah, I've
And
got
metals
one or
usually
two.
get 10s
Yeah.
because how can you mess up a metal?
well, I got
They're
3 of
literally
them back
cut
here. They're
into the
9.9s, but
corners.
You open it up.
Oh. but I've
Izzy,
had
is there a what is it called for the PSA? I'm trying to look it up real quick. Sorry, Rob. The where they list you all the books that have been graded, like CGC has with the
Oh, a
serial number.
census?
Yeah, is there
I
a
don't think
census?
there's a census just yet.
Okay, sorry, Rob. I was on their website looking for it. I was
Yeah,
lost.
I haven't heard of a census just yet.
PSA weigh a lot?
the slab and it weighs more.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever held a PSA slab. You know, I did like when CBCS went with their thicker slab.
There's a
couple years ago.
population report, but I think it's for the cards.
If they weigh a lot, you really got to think about that because you have to pick up like a big box of their slabs. And
The slab boxes are serious. 'Cause- Wow.
Is he
Yeah, yes.
coughing?
So-
Oh, I wouldn't.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing interesting for your
No,
your
nothing.
grieving. Your grieving.
I told my
loved
wife,
one
for all I
to
care,
read.
you could put me. I told her just exactly like this. For all I care, you could just put me in a dumpster. I could care less what you do in my body.
It's true. Ultimately, that's my belief too. I don't
Like
care.
that,
But
I'm really serious about the fact
You-
that when
you
I
can get
die,
cremated.
trying to
Just
answer
start.
her ridiculous question, though, is he?
Yeah. well, but the truth is, I wouldn't put anything. Let my
You
let
have
my
to.
family
You
handle it.
absolutely have to. You have no choice.
Fine.
If you have to, I
I'll
think
put
I would line
I
mine
will
with
put the
Turok
first
1.
Yeah,
comic
I would
ever
imagine,
produced.
Mark, that would be your answer.
Then I will
Is
put
it-
the very first comic I ever done.
Izzy's going to have a sarcophagus like Warlock, made out of Warlock books.
I'm gonna go be in
A
a
cocoon.
Yes.
and I'll be like, I'll see you later. But yes, if I have to, it will be the first comic I ever done.
I would definitely go with Turok number 1s. That way there'd be enough Turok number 1s left at the house for my family to live off of.
That's really
At
sweet.
the same
That's
time,
like
there'll
good thinking, Mark.
be way many Turoks in the coffin, so it just won't be one. It'll be just like
Yeah, I
full
would
of
line
Turoks.
it. I could absolutely
People
line
will
it.
come by and throw them
It'll be
in.
a
I'm
bed of-
sure. You
Oh
know,
wow!
as honor.
Instead
Yeah,
of
Alright.
people
people will bring them in place of
Turok.
flowers instead of flowers. And not only that, when they leave my funeral, like a 5-year-old birthday party, they'll get a party bag with a new one in it.
Oh, you
So they'll come with one, leave with one, but not the same one.
Wait. You know how they do burial
Like,
service?
damn it, I
People
just got
throw the
rid of
flowers
this.
inside the coffin before they
Yeah,
bury
it's
it.
going to be
They'll
Turok
be
1s.
throwing
Izzy.
out Turoks.
Yeah. They're
Oh, I
bringing
can't wait to see you
Turok in
die
place
now.
of flowers.
I want to go to your funeral.
I'll invite you.
Thanks.
It's gonna
I
be a party,
appreciate it.
As a matter of fact, it sounds so fun. I might hold the funeral before I die
There you go.
because I want to attend.
You should
I
change
wanna
the
get
name
that
now
thing
to
with
Legion of
Turoks.
Comics to Legion of Turok.
Yeah, give my own eulogy. Just want to get
You get
this
to
out
hear
of
all
the
the
way,
nice
everybody.
things people say about you. You
Yeah.
know,
Mark,
Yes.
I will play Fortnite with random people in squads sometimes because of the cross-cultural experience it provides, because it's fucking hilarious, just the randos. And there was this guy, I am positive he was on the spectrum, and bless his heart, he was really sweet. And he was talking about going on not being able to find Turok Evolution and really needing to get it. And I'm like, well, I know. Yeah. And I was like, I know somebody, but no, I didn't. I was just like,
I don't have a copy.
I
of
was
that.
like, Mark has found his brother.
Yeah, a lot of I've found from getting that
Fortnite.
hat.
soulmate.
You know how I got that hat like a handful of months back. If I ever wear that, when I wear the hat out or the shirt out, it's crazy how many people have, I guess, fond memories from the Turok on 64.
From the dinosaur
Evolution.
slaying. Yeah.
Yes, because
was
people
awesome, though. I
comment.
remember playing
If I go out of the house to run errands, at least one person is going to say something about the hat or the shirt every single time.
Well, and that's why you got to wear it. Because if
Mhm.
you're not talking about Turok, what the hell are you doing with your
What are
life?
you even doing?
If you're not spreading the Turok word around the
Spreading
world,
the gospel of the Raptor.
Yeah.
The ones that are being issued by Samoa, they're doing an out series on 5 iconic DC comic characters, like Silver or something.
Yeah,
I guess it's not like meth, not an ounce of meth. Sorry.
catch a trafficking charge trying to collect Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pressed in just this crystal, like illegal substance pressed into a Superman.
This Superman's only 26 grams, officer. I promise.
Totally legal. Oh. On you go.
So last night I finally saw Alien Romulus, and then this morning I saw Peacemaker.
What'd you think of Alien Romulus first?
I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was
Wasn't
really
it?
good.
Did Ridley Scott direct that one?
No,
Who did it?
Some guy. I don't know.
Some
his
guy.
name. Yeah.
sure it wasn't a girl.
No one.
Dude McDude
high
face.
stature.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was a pure horror movie, which was nice.
Must have been a dude then. So
With practical effects? Good
They
practice.
got a lot of
There was definitely
practical.
some practical effects.
I like
got a lot.
practical
There was a lot of
because
practical.
Oh, Fetty Alvarez. I don't know why I had to
Fetty
go grab.
Alvarez, yeah, there you go.
Fetty Alvarez.
like Fetty Wap.
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if they're cousins.
That girl reminded me of Natalie Portman in some way.
Natalie.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
Natalie.
little bit. I can see that.
Not to be confused with Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie and
Nana.
Yeah, this was really solid.
It was good. And
All right,
Peacemaker was good too.
Now,
It made me laugh.
watch that? I know. I'm sure it was probably on your to watch list eventually, anyways. But were you trying to go ahead and watch it now to get caught up with the TV show?
No, my wife just wanted to see it.
Okay. Are you gonna now that you've seen it? Are you gonna get caught up with the TV show?
Yeah, how many episodes are in already?
We're in our second week, but they
Okay,
did
it's not
a
that big.
2-episode first
Yeah.
week, so it's only 3 episodes down.
So,
We'll
Izzy,
be watching it.
when is the last time you've watched Lord of the Rings with your wife?
We'll get there. We have one
she
more.
watches Lord of the Rings literally almost all the time.
We have one more part of his
She
comment
rotates.
to unpack, Caroline.
She
What did
rotates
you
Lord
think
the
of
Rings.
Peacemaker?
I liked it. It was a good starting point.
Very good starting point.
It's a good starting point. It made me laugh, of course. Some of the stuff that was happening.
Dude, some of it'll rip your heartstrings out. That I think this property.
I love
where
you.
James
And he goes
Gunn
like
is- yes,
That
because
was,
you realize that scene without getting into spoilers. That scene that's got to be the first time he ever heard that. When he walked by,
he just goes like that.
yeah, we walked by, grabbed his ear, and what he said that has to be the first time he's ever heard that in his life.
I will say the interview was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, it was funny. It definitely was. I wish they wouldn't have.
It's
I
Mike.
wish they wouldn't have teased that or shown that at all in the trailer. I mean, I get you have to do trailers to draw people in, and
So,
dude, yeah. At this point,
the part
this
that's
has
interesting.
got to be the phrase right
The part
here.
that's interesting. Again, without giving anything away. But when they did you notice what they did in the recap?
Yeah, of course.
That was interesting.
That's been blasted all over social media before before the first episode even aired.
Yeah.
Before it aired, they were
recap
on official accounts, on the DC account, the HBO account, James Gunn, on the official accounts, they were showing you the retcon.
I love the fact that they did it though.
Yeah, the fact, dude, they shot so much new footage for that front end packet that they did, the recap.
Mm-hmm.
Still processing Peacemaker, but dang, Cena is stepping up his acting in this. Also,
I like that. I like
those
seeing
White
that.
Bunny keys while you can. Yeah, that was a nice
I
little
think
name drop.
the white bunny scenes that we see her again, maybe.
Yeah, she was cast. She's been, unless she was cut, but they cast her. She was an early
because
casting announcement.
those books were hot already.
And I 1000% agree with John here. His acting skills have just improved in real time in front of us so much since
I
he
love
did
seeing
Trainwreck.
things like that, like people that maybe were musicians or adjacent in entertainment, but they end up being really good actors. Like there's simple. I think that's cool, man.
I think for the most part,
Like comedians, like Robin Williams ended up being a really good.
I'll be honest. I think wrestlers in general can't be good actors.
They got to ham it up. Yeah,
they do it. They kind of do it in real life in some way, right? So
they ham it up
hard.
Well,
for them, I mean, for them.
But John Cena's not Meryl Streep either.
But he never claims to be Meryl Streep. That's the point.
Well, and Meryl Streep never claimed to be John Cena. But I'm just saying, like,
we don't.
I like seeing him do. I do like seeing people that don't traditionally come from like theater be able to go and make it and see that they got chops too. So it makes me happy to see that he's doing. Yeah. He's stepping it up.
Like I'm curious to see what Dwayne Johnson's gonna be like in that new movie that's coming out. And everybody's talking about Batista being one of the best.
Batista is really quite impressive, and with his acting chops, he's really, there's been a few that have crossed over from, and you know who I felt really bad about, but had so much potential. I think was China. But she was just like plagued with
but China had her own personal problems.
I know.
I loved it. I really enjoyed her.
I really liked her too.
Outside of WWE gig she did.
Yeah, I thought that like man,
she had a lot of range.
And she's got
you like that She-Hulk movie she did, right?
Hey, shut up. Don't talk about like sucking dong. This is brought to you by Comics Curing Cancer. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
But
Nope,
she
sure
she
isn't.
went she did, you know, she's gone through a lot in her life. You
She
know
went
what I
through a
mean?
lot.
Yeah, I watched her go through a lot.
Pump handle slam though, does she?
You just keeps going. You just keep going there, don't you?
I can't believe that Meryl Streep is with Martin Short. That is
Jiminy
hilarious.
Glick,
That's
She's
the real thing.
I love Glick.
dude, he's
Yes.
the best interviewer there's ever
Oh,
been.
Jiminy Glick is the most hilarious thing you will ever watch in your life, and is the best interviewer.
You know,
by
do you
far.
watch
The interview with Bill
um,
Hader was my favorite, I think, because Bill is just such a
He
delight.
did one with Larry King, and he also did one with what's the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm? It's another Larry, David.
Larry Derry?
Yes, and then he did one with Mel Brooks that was fucking hilarious because he went on like this Jew thing.
Do
But
you
they're both
watch
Jewish.
Only Murderers?
Only
Have you watched
Murder?
that? Yeah, Only
Mm-mm.
Murderers in the Building. That's a great show. Watch
Oh
it.
yeah, what is that called? Between the Ferns, or what's that thing that Galifianakis did? I think it was called, I think it was called Between Two Ferns. Yeah. He did stuff with like different politicians too, and it was really funny. But he did one with Brad Pitt, and like Brad Pitt punched him in the
I think
face.
Hulk Hogan did win an award for No Holds Bar.
Like
Not an Oscar.
like Brad. So Zach Galifianakis asked Brad Pitt, like, so how does it feel? And he's like, what do you mean, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand in the shadow of your wife's career? And like, that's when he punched him in the face. It was great. Who got a Razzie?
I think Hogan got a Razzie.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Yeah, he did not translate well.
I don't know. He was great in Suburban Commando, Thunder in Paradise.
How about Mr. Nanny?
Yeah.
And don't forget that one scene that he was the villain in the Muppets.
He was in Thunder Lips and Rocky 3. He was great. He was awesome.
He was in Rocky 3. I remember that.
No Holds Barred. See, I think what Hogan did right is he took the right roles for him at that time. It isn't like he was taking these silver screen, big budget production kind of things. Do you remember how The Rock started in like Tooth Fairy and stuff like that?
The Rock started in Scorpion King.
I know, but you know what I'm talking. Well, he was just a CGI add-on. He wasn't a leading character in that. When he started to be a leading character, it was like in The Enforcer and
I just remember
there were these kids comedy things like Mr. Nanny was kind
from
of
the 80s. I remember
him
and Randy Savage and shit.
Was the sequel? I forgot what was it? Is it called Too Cool? Where it's the sequel of Get Shorty?
Sequel to Get Shorty. He was also just not an extra, but a supporting cast member.
He was a supporting character. He was pretty good there.
He was hilarious there, yeah. But when you really see him start to, The Rundown is when he got his first leading serious movie. And The Rundown with Sean William Scott and Christopher Walken was absolutely amazing. And
he was getting those action roles.
Yep. And then he did. Did you ever see Southland Tales with Sean William Scott? The Rock. He played Boxer Santino in that, and he has severe schizophrenia. So you watch The Rock like playing two different characters in one body, but you see him like something traumatic will happen in front of him, like gunshot will go off, and it'll switch him. And The Rock showed that he can do things.
That's right, Freaky. I remember that. Mm-hmm. It was like 3 Ninjas Strike Back, or there was like 3 ninjas, and I remember there was like different sequels. Colt, Tum Tum,
and Rocky.
Or that was Colt and Tum. Is that 3 Ninjas?
Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. Yes.
Yeah, Rocky, Colt, Tum Tum. And then there was also Surf Ninjas, which I liked, that Tone Loc was in.
Wansu, dude.
Yeah,
me and Finn watched Surf Ninjas the other night.
It's the best.
Roddy Piper. Yep, they live.
Leslie Nielsen in it as the bad guy. Yep.
I loved like Surf Ninjas was my jam. Because like the Game Gear and everything, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, I was not a Game Boy kid, but I did have a Game Gear, so I thought.
I had a Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Advance. Remember the Game Boy Advance?
Yes.
I used to love playing Tony Hawk on that thing.
I loved playing Tony Hawk.
Not with George, Jesse the Body and Predator. There you go.
I had Tony Hawk 2 first on Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, and then I got a GameCube and got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3,
Yeah,
which
that game was awesome.
that was the shit.
That was a good game.
Oh, and I just recently got the remade.
Oh, cool! You got the new one?
Yeah, because I'm a child.
I actually do want to get that.
I just got an email shipping confirmation yesterday for a Nintendo Switch game.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
The new one or the first one?
This has got a collection of 7 different games on it, so it's not new. It's like a collection, arcade collection.
Sweet.
I ordered this like 6 months ago. It's from a company called Limited Run Games. Limited Run. But it's a Phantom game. And I got it for Finn, air quotes.
Well, it is for Finn that you just happen to take it,
Yeah, he's excited to play it.
My mom used to do that. My mom used to buy us the family system. So this is for the family. Everybody knew.
When you had a family
knew it was for
TV,
me.
it only makes sense, right?
Yeah, at first my parents were like, no video games ever. And then like in the 2nd grade, for good grades, they got me a Game Boy. And then my mom would hog it because she would love playing Tetris all the time.
Tetris is fun to play.
I know.
I don't like playing it on the phone though. I like playing it like on the actual GameCube where I can hit the buttons the way I want to hit them.
Dude, it's Tetris. I remember playing on the Game Boy.
They got these new versions of Tetris too. They suck because I don't know how to play them properly.
The blocks don't fit together. It's all a trick just to make people mad.
It's lies.
And then they as they're going down, they just change on you. So they got that kind of.
Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah, I just want the regular one. Give me the old school. Heck, you could make it green and black for all.
I remember on Nintendo 64 when they did Tetris for that, how it had that
like
3D
Tetris World.
Yes,
3D Tetris World. Yes,
dude, that was nuts, right? Like that was.
It got spatial. It got spatial. They added a 3rd dimension.
It did.
And that's what it did.
Yeah,
X, Y, and Z axis.
Nah.
Oh my gosh, that's so many axes.
Just keep it simple.
So many fucking axes. They say that if there was a 4th axis or a dimension,
the world would have blown up. It would have opened a black hole.
Greatest Russian import ever.
What, Tetris?
Yes.
Rob told me it was vodka.
Play Tetris while drinking vodka. Now you got something.
No, play Mario Party while drinking. And
we only do vodka and Tetris when we're doing competitive Tetris.
Duh. Rob, I got a serious question because as soon as I said vodka and Rob, it made me think. I wonder what he would use vodka for if he was cooking with it. Because there's some alcohols you cook with: wine, whiskey.
There's like sauces.
Yes, I do.
Bolognese sauces.
There's some alcohols and stuff that are cooked with it, and it immediately took my mind to you and the root beer thing. Like, what's the deal with the root beer?
When I do root beer glazed ribs.
Yeah, like what? Using soda, like cooking the soda into it.
So in the South, sometimes people do what are Dr. Pepper. They'll use.
I live here. I've never seen this done before.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I'm asking about.
Essentially, when you're smoking ribs, it's very common to use periodically throughout the cook cycle. And smoking any meat to mop the meat with some sort, whether it be an apple cider, whether it's a juice or something else.
That people will have like the spray bottle with the apple cider,
or they use them. I use a mop, but whatever else. So in this particular instance, what I'm utilizing is I'm using a root beer, a sugar to mop on it to help keep it moist. But in the process, I'm adding sugars and stuff to it as well, which is not uncommon with pork. You often will have it with various sugars and whatnot. And so as I put that on, that caramelizes and it starts to form like a little bit of a sugar glaze over it as well.
Got you.
It's similar to when I'm similar but different than when I'm injecting Coca-Cola into the.
And see, I saw that too. That's weird to me. That doesn't change up your flavor of it or anything.
Well, sure. It doesn't really add much difference from a flavor standpoint. But again, what you're doing is you're getting sugars into the meat as opposed to just on the surface of the meat. which when you're going to shred it up anyways, it's fine. But then Mr. Pibb, there you got works
So
too.
Mr. Pibb on my pork.
Mr. Pibb and Dr.
That's
Pepper
actually the name
somewhere.
of chapter 13 of Rob's autobiography.
But what you're also doing is soda is acidic, and you're taking an acid and you're injecting it into the meat. It helps to break down the connective tissues, which is going to give it help to make it more tender.
Yep, that's what she said.
So yeah,
Makes sense.
that's why that's one of some of the things that I like to use to I mean, I've done pork and stuff where there's sometimes like when I if I do a ham or something, I use fruit juice and stuff, and I've done fruit juices on ribs and apple cider vinegar and stuff like that. But I've found that we really enjoy the root beer glazed ribs. That's fair. Yeah, you use vinegar on pork. That's fair. Yeah, and that's different cooking sections of different regions, or like they're more of a tang versus a sweetness. It's the same thing with like the barbecue sauces, right? And it's a regional difference. I wouldn't ever use Barks root beer for anything freaky. I'm sorry. But that's just
imagine using Jolt soda. The sugar is for sweet ribs. I've never been a fan of sweet pork. I'd rather have a vinegar pork.
Yeah.
Life's all about options.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob, you didn't watch Peacemaker?
I didn't know it was coming out yet. So
it's out now.
No, I've been busy this week, work, and as we approach the end of yet another month, I have employees out, and
well, in your defense, it hasn't even been out 12
hours
hours yet.
Yeah, well, there you are then. I probably won't see it until maybe this weekend, if I see it before the second episode comes out. Is it one episode at a time, or?
Yeah,
it's proper television that's quality, so they can confidently release one episode a week and gain subscribers on their platform and not just waste the show. Dude, binge dumping shows is such a provenly bad method. It's crazy. Unless you're Netflix, which is an anomaly, which I still think it's a bad idea. But
they cooled it off. So what they do is they give you half a season, then they give you the other half. So they make you wait now.
I bet they release Stranger Things episodically.
They're gonna release Stranger Things into parts, but each episode is gonna be like
a full
2 hours
movie.
long.
Yeah, it's a full movie.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, it's not gonna be binge worthy like that.
Go for it.
They did that with they're doing that with Wednesday because we're watching Wednesday because Deb likes.
Yeah, they did half the episodes. Yeah, but you don't have to wait long. It's going to be 2 or 3 weeks.
It's not a long wait. It's just
they gotta bring back the water cooler effect. I don't know why it takes some of these companies so long to realize when this isn't the best idea. And it takes them forever to figure it out.
Netflix made that model though. That's a Netflix model.
Yeah, I understand. And it's not the best idea because if you have something that's popular, you want people talking about it for as long as possible. You want people posting about it. You want people excited for it. You want people returning to your stream because it isn't just about that. I'm going to come there. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to binge watch it. If you do one episode, but you got all evening worth of free time, you've entered their platform, you've watched that episode. Now you're looking for something else to watch and you repeat that process every week it comes out.
The thing is that that worked great for regular television, but in the streaming world, what's happened is you have for every person that wants that still, there's another person who goes, I'm not going to watch it until it's all out because I don't want to have to. I just want to sit down and watch it all at once, and that's been annoying because from that aspect. But by then you forget about I forgot that thing was there, blah blah blah. And well, the television's landscape is littered with a ton of shows that I had.
It's also about churn. It's about churn, isn't it? So churn is for people that don't know what churn is when people would watch something and then cancel the service and then come back to it when the new season comes. So they're trying more. That's why they got WWE in Netflix, so they could avoid that. That's why live TV is so important to streamers now, because they want to be able to keep people in their streamers for a longer period of time to avoid churn, because it's expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's not so much that. Well,
I know Netflix
expense is one
reviews.
thing, but it's the ability to predict your cash flow and everything else that becomes difficult in the streaming. When you have a subscription-based business, you have month-to-month services. It's extremely difficult to predict your cash flow from a business perspective. Whereas if you have something that's a regular, ongoing, or you have annual subscriptions, which is why you see so many of your regular even software going that way. It's much easier, and Wall Street likes it when you're a publicly traded company.
Yeah. So yeah, Peacemaker was good. I saw Alien Romulans yesterday. I saw Peacemaker, and then earlier in the week I saw Happy Gilmore too, which
I don't know how you guys have so much. How do you guys have so much free time to watch all this shit?
Rob, this is a rarity for me, dude. It is so rarity for me.
I don't accept that premise because I don't have free time. I just budget my time differently.
I don't have that free time, but I've been very fortunate this week. But
so when I hear people say I don't have time, I just laugh in my head.
It is one of the funniest movies
I already only sleep 4 or 5 hours a night. I can't budget any less time for that.
Mm-hmm. Nothing worse than watching 4 seasons on Netflix than have to wait for weekly episodes on current TV. Well, that's just like back in the day when you watch like old box sets of old shows that have already been out.
You know what I used to hate?
$15 or $20 getting pricey, and I'll continue to pay it.
You know what I used to hate about network television? And there was X-Men. So when X-Men the animated series first came out, they would show part 1 and part 2, which is the Night of the Sentinels episode. They'll show that one, but then you don't get to watch the whole season until like January. And I know there was an issue with animation that there was going on at the time, so we didn't know that. But you got to see the first 2 episodes of X-Men the animated series in September, but it wasn't going to debut until January, which was like, why am I watching this? And then when January came, you finally get the whole season. They did that a few times. That's annoying.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ladies ran off. Anyways, yeah, so I didn't watch any of that.
No. I didn't run off. I've been here. Sorry, I was doing something.
You mentioned the names and all on their back. What are you talking about? We're here.
You're wrong.
Don't go talking bad about us. We're here.
Yeah, I just don't pay attention sometimes. But
that's totally fair. I do that too when I'm prolonged moments of quietness and my eyes are just slightly off to the side. Guess what?
Same. And then sometimes not same. Sometimes other times where my eyes are open and I'm looking and there's nothing going on in here. He knows. He shakes his head.
Magic Mike is here. Magic
Mike. What? Oh,
Magic Mike. Magic Mike.
Sorry, I heard Magic Mike, and for some reason I thought you were talking about naked strippers.
I am. I'm talking about Magic Mike.
Listen to this.
Also known as Evil Mike.
I just created a band name for Evil Mike. It's going to be called Magic Mike and his Meat Marinators.
Magic Mick?
Gonna let them soak.
Yeah.
Gotta saturate them.
What? Gotta saturate them. Stick them in that Worcestershire sauce.
You gotta keep them saturated.
The gym dogs. Yeah. Okay.
Is that the next Offspring song?
Yeah.
I do have to cook a brisket today. Start cooking a brisket tonight.
Nice.
So that way you can have brisket tomorrow.
Okay, I don't know. Sorry.
You don't know what brisket?
I was just thinking, like, I don't know how me like thinking about
my meat.
Talking about like tenderizing a gym dog in Worcestershire sauce reminded you that you needed to make a brisket, but like I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily the connect that made.
It's a one-of-one comparison.
That's me and my perverted like brain.
Got it.
Freaky Louie, that's all you cared about, right?
About marinating a gym dog, and I thought about massive meat.
Yeah, and I was just giggling.
More about Rob's meat. This is getting interesting.
Rob's meat. Whoa! What kind of show is this?
This is dropping 14 pounds on the counter.
So
14 pounds. Damn.
Like there are literally.
Excuse me while I whip
Where's
this
that
out.
video Friday? Everybody be like, dang.
Oh, man, so much is happening, and I don't understand it.
Once you put my meat in your mouth, you're going to want more.
Oh God. Who wants to clip that?
There's so many different ways I can interpret it.
Yeah. And all of them are right.
Interesting.
Well, I'm left-handed.
So, yeah.
Does
So
it
that's
melt in your mouth?
this afternoon. I got to split off from work for a little bit when it's quiet, I hope, have the opportunity to trim the brisket and season it. So that way I can put it on the smoker this evening, let it smoke overnight. And
Do you have one of those
Cool.
little
Cool.
airtight sealer machine things?
the vacuum sealer.
Yeah, will you vacuum
Or
seal
sous
some and
vide?
just send it my way, please?
I don't have a vacuum sealer.
God dang it. So that's it, Rob. That's our Achilles heel. With all of this shit that you talk about cooking food and me asking you to send me some, I've only gotten beef jerky one time. If I purchase the vacuum sealer, will you start portioning me and shipping?
Some dry ice, I think, might be, overnight it.
You have to freeze it, and then you could
I don't want it
ship it.
frozen.
Well, send it
Gordon
fresh.
Ramsay will materialize in my kitchen and cuss me out if I start eating frozen
Rob,
meat.
you personally need to get in your car, have it in a cooler, drive all the way to Mark, and hand deliver it.
I don't think you'll make it overnight.
Yeah.
If it's dry ice.
No, the
food would. So when they get in there, I'm a little bit more than a 1 day's drive, but
Nah, you can make it. You drink coffee.
To Mark's. How many miles is it, Rob? Have you ever checked?
a lot more than people.
All
think.
of them. It's literally all of them.
How many kilometers?
from one side of America to the other, all the miles.
All the miles.
All the miles.
That's the entire width of the world right there.
I'm drawing a blank again on what town you're in.
Me?
Yeah.
A good one. It's called Augusta.
Oh, wait, I got it. Yeah. As you said it, I remembered.
It's a 1 day drive.
It's a 30. First of all, if you goes nonstop, it's a 37-hour drive. Nonstop.
And I believe in you.
37 hours?
Dude, you can trim down those hours. Just speed a little.
That's
just go,
nonstop.
If you go like 120
never
and don't worry
stopping-
about the cops chasing you, just keep going.
Yeah.
never stopping for gas.
No.
Never stopping to eat.
You got to get one of those solar
You have to
cars.
get an adult diaper.
You get a solar car. Screw the electric car. Get a solar car where the sun just.
I am roughly 2,579 miles.
Dang,
Or a
And it's-
Flintstone car, and that way you can
and
pedal. and
Believe
keep
it or
going
not,
at
it's
least.
actually relatively a fairly straight shot. There's not a lot. When you look at the
cannon. Get in the cannon. Put the food in the cannon. Put a helmet. Make sure you have a helmet on.
because
There's no way in hell I could do 21 hours of staying up, bro. I would be
Rob,
a
I
bitch.
believe in you, Rob.
it's hard for me to do
It's
21
36
minutes. What are you
hours
talking
stand up.
about?
so here you can. Oh, I see. Oh, it just took away the map, the street map.
Oh,
Hold
look,
on.
it's America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, sorry, let me
Is
remove
that,
this.
what did it say there? Is this Gulf of? I was curious to see what it said.
Yeah, what does it say?
Gulf of America.
They changed it.
I'm sure it displays probably locally as such, but if you have a different IP address, it probably displays differently.
You changed the IP.
Yeah, I can't
No,
imagine
they
that. I
changed
can't
it.
imagine that people outside of the U.S. had to prioritize re-updating their maps and services. Unless you have Google, I don't know, because Google did. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, but Google does things overnight.
Google and Apple changed it in the maps. I don't know how it looked overseas.
All right.
I'm sure it's not a priority for
So-
other folks.
So as you can see,
As you can
damn
see,
it.
Rob, you're gonna be coming right by me, so you're gonna stop and
You
say,
just had it, and
"Hey,
it just
sister."
went. It just disappeared.
Because when I when I close the little sidebar.
Okay,
There you are.
let's see.
Okay, there you go.
Look at that.
Look
Oh,
at
look at that. That must be
You're
the
almost to
screenshot.
Phoenix. I can totally meet
So-
you, Rob.
So it's relative. So it's
And get some
so it's
meat.
relatively straight shot, 37 hours on I-40. So the vast majority of it is basically I get on I-40 and I go for 37 hours.
Go
I like
east.
how it gives you the
Go
plane
east, young
too.
man.
That'll only
Oh, yeah,
take you like
Yeah, it'd be 6 hours and 50 minutes by plane.
37 hours is only like half a day, dude.
But what about that
You can knock it
extra
out in
one?
3 days.
That's 38
You're-
hours.
38 hours if you go. Yeah, if you drop down this you drop down, go down the southern route through Louisiana.
You know, you
Dude,
got to
they-
stop by Louisiana.
So
man.
what
I know
you're
you gotta
saying
stop
is what you're saying is once you
Oh,
leave
yeah.
tomorrow
You could-
morning with the
I could-
meats, you'll be here Sunday morning.
I could get
Well,
the electric
that
car
trip,
and
get
set
that
up the
package
EV
ready.
charging and map the EV charging along the way.
Do you have
Yeah.
it? with you?
How long will it take?
I
to
have
walk?
we have one electric car. Yeah,
You do.
my
Okay.
wife's car is an electric car.
Because she toodles around town in it.
Yeah, she only works. Well, let's forget that. No one wants to see this shit. She works in nearby, so she
Oh.
just she's in the environmental services industry, and so for driving around town and stuff, she charges the car like once a week or once every week and a half, so it doesn't require a lot, and it's actually very inexpensive because power where we live in our city is really cheap. That's why they're building all the data centers here.
Yeah.
And so it only costs about, like, operationally from electricity, it costs us about like $14 a month.
Why is
for-
electricity so cheap there? Is it because you have so many windmills and stuff because of the wind?
because our city has its own power supply, which is mostly provided by renewable resources. Yeah.
It's just
but-
one big windmill.
It's a city power as opposed to a corporate power company, so they're not in
Okay.
it for profit like the
Sure.
large, like the power company. It's the city is providing it as a service to its community, as opposed to, I mean, do they make money off of it? Yes, they do, but it's not necessarily a for-profit industry. So
I think I know what happens is that they've enslaved an entire civilization of hamsters, and they have them going on this wheel.
you're
And it
close.
generates
It's
a-
actually squirrels.
Actually,
but-
that's what's in the middle of the earth. is
They
the
can
one
go
that's
longer.
always moving
Yeah.
around.
They got a
Yes.
longer leg span. I could see
Yeah.
why. It
And-
keeps
and
those
then-
outages
and then-
more.
And then they have dogs behind those squirrels. Recently, that's a new addition. They got inspired
Mhm.
by Superman.
And
So they
then
put a bunch of
bobcats behind the dogs.
Yeah, they could keep shit going. And it's free. All you got to
Uh,
do is just enslave them.
all the most interesting ones, actually, to me, has been I saw in Japan where they've put the plates in the main walkways, the pedestrian walkways.
Yes,
as
I
you
saw
step
that
on
too,
them,
Rob.
then every time you step down, it generates electricity, which then goes into the grid to power
Which
the
is
city and stuff.
ingenious.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
thought
just
you
ingenious.
said-
I saw
thought
that
you
the other
meant
day, so I
like
was like, wow.
every time you step on it, a small army of squirrels is deployed.
No.
Somehow that generates electricity for the people. For
Now
the
that-
pigeons,
that and I've
you can't do
seen-
pigeons, man.
That, and I've
They're
seen
too
where
flighty.
You can't do
That's
pigeons.
what I did what I there.
there's places where I've seen where what they've done is they've installed miniature turbines in the water pipes, especially like on downsides of hills where they've had to expend power to pump the water up. That
Yeah.
as it flows back down, they recapture some of that energy via having the little mini turbines inside the water that then to reintroduce that power back into the system to recover some. You're not going to recover 100%, but you can recover some of that energy back.
See, that's where
Ready
they need to
for-
recruit the lady salmons, and the lady salmons are going to be upstream, and they're going to have tiny pipes, and they can all suction, and through that suction, that actually helps save energy, and thereby making it a much more efficient process, making the prices for electricity even cheaper to the people.
Do you like the windmills?
I have no opinion about them. One way or
Really?
the other. Why should
How
I have
could
an
you
opinion?
not have an opinion about all the windmills?
They give you cancer, okay? Sorry.
What? I don't have
No,
windmills
I'm
around
curious,
me.
like, oh, like
I mean,
when
there's
drive
big,
to-
there's
like,
big,
say I'm
there's
driving
big.
to Las Vegas or something.
Yeah,
or I'm
yeah.
going to
There's big
California.
wind. There's big wind farms.
Tons.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. You don't think that
Why?
that's a blight on the earth? That looks terrible.
No more so than I think a large city full of buildings is a blight on the earth and terrible.
No, the wind turbines they
we haven't
lack aesthetics.
haven't got there yet with them.
Well, maybe you could design some way to paint them so that way as they spin super slowly, they make a picture or something that can be seen. I mean,
yeah, we should attach drones to the blades.
So because these things that are out in the middle of some place that I can't see them regularly, I should care that they'd look bad, and instead we should just burn a bunch of coal. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying there's all kinds of ways to make
exactly.
To make it.
And that's one
energy.
way.
That's one way. Yeah,
so a good mix.
I don't think it's a very pretty way to make energy.
You must be referring to the solar panels, Caroline.
I'm referring dude, if
well, I mean, your comment specifically is very applicable to batteries and solar panels.
Yes. So I was thinking of the lithium-ion batteries that were required for electric vehicles
and solar panels.
Right. So it just the thing is that if you have seen the impact, and they're doing it a lot in China, and it's really bad. The pollution's really bad, and it's so awful for the environment.
Yeah, I found out they're not recyclable either.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure the dinosaurs didn't die for nothing. Rev those engines. Vroom, vroom. Well, look, frankly, this is what I think the cleanest alternative that we have right now, and it's just me trying to be a peacemaker, and be realistic, and let's try. Is nuclear energy? It's the safest, and it has the least impact if done safely on the environment. But that's all
things considered, it's got a pretty decent track record. Obviously, Chernobyl being the most famous.
That was a bit of a yikes.
3 Mile Island had a terrible mishap, and then the earthquake in Japan a handful of years ago that busted the container. But those 3 situations, all separate events, different occasions. It wasn't the same thing that happened.
There's been refinery fires. There's been everything.
Perfect storms of
everything's gonna have something.
But I think nuclear energy is the best shot we've got right now. But that's just my opinion.
It's the biggest thing. The biggest issue is, depending upon the new technologies, but is obviously having to have some place to dispose of the waste, and we can't just keep we can't keep having temporary storage facilities waiting for the permanent storage facility.
Launch it into orbit around Mars.
Because nobody's willing to. Nobody wants it in their backyard, and I get it. But all of a sudden,
the sun.
Yeah,
the fact that
we run into that same problem. I think that's going to be the same problem with almost anything. There's going to be a level of toxic waste that you have to deal with. It's the same thing with the batteries with the cars right now. Because I didn't know this when that whole trend started, but they're literally toxic waste when those batteries go bad, and there's windmills have their own problems. They don't offset even in their lifespan. They don't offset the production of having to make them. So you're still doing more to put them up than they do good.
Rockets and satellites out into space. Can't we send all of our nuclear garbage to the sun?
Waste too much.
Well, they tried that in Superman 4, but
you created a super villain.
Yeah,
we need to learn how to harness electromagnetic fields, and that is the best way that we're going to be able to create realistic forces of energy.
Rest in peace, Terrence Stamp.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty valid point. You don't even have to dig a hole. Just go drop off your tanks of radioactive water, and then just get a bulldozer and just move the sand dune over it.
Yeah, but we don't want to piss off.
Living in a desert myself, I take offense to this.
I don't know.
Well, you live in the desert, though. You live in the city outside of the desert.
No, I'm in the desert.
I've seen trees outside your house. We're talking.
That's bullshit right there.
What a wild tortoise I found.
First of all, I never want to dump. Just for clarity, I never want to dump nuclear waste in my dessert.
I like the idea of using the desert because as we dig the holes and as we move the sand dunes, it will be the first time we've done any form of archaeology in the deserts, and we'll finally find that long lost civilization. Hey, Caroline, did you find out till recently that Homo sapiens as a species go back another 100,000 years in the past? We're up to 300,000 years ago when Homo sapien as a
That doesn't seem
species
right. We're only 5,000 years old.
was
as a planet.
present on this planet. Which is crazy.
But yeah, but what did Jesus say though?
To them, I'm not
let them
sure.
eat
Love thy
cake.
He
neighbor.
said unto the dinosaur, "Thou shalt not."
I mean, but like, have if
Or-
any, like,
I
I
read
said-
love
he said,
looking
"Let them
at
eat
like the
cake."
stuff that takes place in like deep time. Like when you really start to try to fathom how long deep time is, your brain goes blank. It's one of those concepts that's too big, like that amount of time.
Yeah.
But the fact that like we started out thinking that like Homo sapiens appeared 100,000 years ago, and they created like the entire model of the evolution of our species. And when we started societies, you know, pillaging, farming, building stuff, they based it off
they
of
hit each
that.
other
And
on the head with big
Neanderthals.
sticks.
So here's the thing, Mark.
And it shifted back at like an
It's saying
extra 100,000
archaic.
with one. Hold on, with one discovery, it shifted it back from 100,000 years to 200,000 years, and they made some slight adjustments to the model of like our species, like becoming civilized and forming anything. Well, that shifted back another 100,000 years, and the model hasn't really
That's your
adjusted
model
yet.
right here.
But it hasn't really adjusted. See, you have to put an asterisk on modern and explain what you even mean by that.
So like that's the earliest split we see cladistically in the tree, like the evolutionary tree, meaning the differentiation.
I understand what you mean, but what do you mean by modern?
So, okay, that means that there have been more splits since. So Homo sapien, they said that there's an archaic form. I need to do a little more research, but then there have been a couple more splits, and then specific Homo sapiens is the modern day one.
So you're saying there's multiple clades of Homo sapien.
I'm
And
saying
That's your claim.
Homo sapiens
no.
also bred with Neanderthals.
So that's
too.
not your claim.
Hold on. Here we go, bitch. Hold on just a second. There you go. This is what you need to look at. Okay. So early modern human or anatomically modern human are terms to distinguish Homo sapiens, the only extant hominid species that are anatomically consistent with the range of phenotypes seen in contemporary humans.
I'm 1,000% agreeing on all this, but like
From
this is addressing nothing what I'm
from extinct archaic human species. This distinction is useful especially for times and regions where anatomically modern and archaic humans coexisted. For example, in Paleolithic.
That would be like Homo sapiens existing with Neanderthals. I get that. I'm saying
among the oldest known remains of Homo sapiens are found those found at Omo Kibish, are the Omo Kibish 1 archaeological site in southwestern Ethiopia, dating to about 233,000 to 200,000 years ago.
And it's been pushed back another 100,000 years. So what you're reading is an old article.
Comma, at the Florisbad skull founded at the Florisbad archaeological and paleontological site in South Africa, dating to about 259,000 years ago, comma, and the Jebel Irhoud site in Morocco, dated about 350,000 years ago.
Yeah. So now that you've given context to exactly what I said, the Homo sapien is over 100,000 years older than what we thought it was. So now we have to go through and adjust all of our models again. Yep.
I think it's not. Well, I think it means refining models. Yeah.
Adjust, you can say refine, adjust, change, move. You throw away, start over. You can say whatever you want.
Based on more resolution, more result, or more more data.
Are you suggesting that as new data becomes available,
science
that we can change our understanding?
We should, and we don't do it quick enough.
We should not be. We should not necessarily be bound.
I think
by
that is
dogma,
context dependent,
and we should take into account new information.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff that's still being taught, assume, because a lot of stuff, especially when you're talking about archaeology and history and this, it's all based off assumptions.
I think
You get a little piece of piece of data. You get a
it's
little
all based
piece
on
of,
what we've seen
you
so
get
far.
No, you get a little piece of data that you see. So you get a little piece of something that you see so far, and then you have to extrapolate and try your best to draw a. You get to create your own story based off of it. Now that we have a new chapter, they need to draw the story, but they don't do it. They don't.
Welcome to religion, folks.
Rob is a Rob.
So y'all are all now saying that you're going to church Sunday is what you're saying. You're all
I'm saying is that through observation,
I don't understand your point.
People observe things, they know certain things that they can observe, and then they fill in the blanks with stories and extrapolation.
So you're saying science is like religion. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some ways, they can parallel. In other
ways,
ways,
they use facts though, and use.
You shouldn't put too much faith in either one.
No, one is very dogmatic, and one is based on empirical
You shouldn't put
data.
too much faith into either one, and both can be and should be able to be changed with new understanding.
Well, no,
I think they might be getting too parallel these days.
The Bible never changes. Has the Bible ever changed?
Mark,
if you're a Catholic, yes, very much so.
Let me preface one thing. What I'm talking about here is religion, and not necessarily your faith in God. Religion is a human construct to fill in the blanks and to make up their understanding of such, as opposed to individual faith in God and everything else. Those are two different things.
Yeah, completely.
Science is based on empirical data.
Put your faith in God, not your faith in the church. Is my
well, you can play that same game with religion, and a lot of people do. Caroline, they'll take something out of religion that's completely.
Can't do that.
You can, and if you let me finish my sentence, you'll understand what I'm saying.
What tool do I use to quantify Jesus or faith?
If you look at the Bible, they can take countless historical. They can take countless historical. They can take countless historical accurate things out of religious texts, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever, and they can take those and lean on them as their proofs, even though it doesn't give you what you're asking for.
Judeo-Christianity is an amalgamation of beliefs from regions around that world at the time.
Yeah, but do you think that the Bible is just a random fiction book? It has actual historical things in it that they add the religious aspects to those, but there's real.
I think it's a mix because so many people's hands have been in the Bible, writing the Bible. So many people's hands have added
the Bible is propaganda.
That's not what I'm referring to. I'm just saying you can easily take the Bible and go to somewhere that's talking about a real place in history at a real time in history.
Don't take it literally, man. Call me crazy.
Okay, so yeah, y'all are just very unfamiliar with the Bible. Then the actual kings of actual places
the places exist. The stories. And are created by men for men.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. People will take those.
There's no bearded sky daddy that watches me masturbate as much as you would like that. There is no God.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, but yeah. Anyways, I believe in something bigger than myself. Is it the Judeo-Christian God? Not necessarily. I couldn't possibly know. I would say, here's the thing. I don't know. I know that there is something bigger than myself. But I also know I don't have the tools, and we as a people do not have the tools that are capable of validating that question. And so I do not bother myself with wanting to know. I bother myself with questions that are capable of being answered using empirical data with the tools that we have present today.
I think, come on. Like
Satan's army is strong.
What we do know, though, joining us on the main stage, Justin Birch.
What up, Justin?
Save us from ourselves.
The place looks nice and
just over people's head, Mike. Over people's head.
No, it's not. I know that there are realistic locations that occurred, but I'm saying, and some of the people that have written it may have written it. But it was fiction, dude.
Caroline, you're not getting the point. You're complete. No one's debating the validity
There
of the
really were
supernatural.
It really was
Philistines.
actual events.
There really
you're
was
getting-
a Pontius
and God
Pilate. I
damn,
get
it's
it.
hard to.
Don't
Rob, I know
tell
how
me
you
that I
feel
don't get
sometimes
it.
when you try to say a
I
sentence.
understand things on a more nuanced level than you
Like,
maybe appreciate. Just because I cannot communicate it in the way that you would have me does not mean that the point is missed.
I think it's because you're going off on a point that's not being addressed. People like it's not even just me. The other people are trying to explain it to you too. I'm pointing out that the Bible takes, like, if you were to write it today, you would be writing, in America, Donald Trump went to do this and he made a decree against these people, but then Jesus came down and stopped it. It refers to the actual emperors, the actual kings of the day. That's what I'm saying. People lean on that aspect of religious texts it wasn't just someone sitting down writing a fairy tale. They were writing about the place they lived at with the person who was actually the ruler at the time, and then the supernatural stuff gets put into play. But that was the point I was making, that people lean on the fact that it has the actual historical aspect to it that we're so far removed from, and that people in science can do the same thing. They can take the actual data point that's fact, but then they extrapolate from there, because that's the best that they have to work with. That's the best they can do. And when they need to go back and they need to look at the extrapolating again, because we're still running off crazy.
I see the parallel, and I would agree with that parallel.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I wasn't going down the tangent on religion and stuff. Just this comparison
there are
of
some books in the
extrapolating
Bible,
off of a fact.
There are some books in the Bible that are clearly historical based rather than, I guess you could say, story based. They utilize story in a narrative. So 85% of the Bible is narrative. So it's written in the story format. There is some historic data in it. If you look at the book of Chronicles, if you read the first 3 chapters of Chronicles, all it is a timeline. That's all it is. There's nothing about it that's faith driven or anything like that. It's like this person was born to this person was born to that. So it's a genealogy. So,
but also, you guys need to know that Mark and I love Mark. Just because we do this does not mean that we want to stab each other.
Well, maybe you do, but in a way, in a loving way.
I see you guys backstage just going at it.
All in love. It's all in love.
I'll have this motherfucker's back before anything. Don't get it twisted. I love him and his beautiful little family.
But to your point, there is some historical data in the Bible.
Yes. No, correct. There absolutely is. Yes.
Now, switching this back to where this all started with science, like we were pointing out, it's important that it changes and adjusts, and it's unfortunate how long it takes to change and adjust. I think when certain things happen, it would be cool if it was honest enough and it could move fast enough that at least on a university level, you come into class, you sit down, and your professor's like, guys, this is what we had planned for today. We have to halt the whole thing, and we have to pull up this article for this discovery. And we're gonna have to go from here now, because everything that we thought about this timeline, the timeline just fucking made up. It was an assumption at best that they were running off of, just got thrown out the window, just got burned to the ground. And that's literally what happens, but they have to take their time to do it. But a lot of this stuff, when you're dealing with archaeology and deep history, all of it goes for a new model. It isn't like medicine or this or that, where it's little gradual things. Rob, are you waving?
Yeah, I'm raising my hand. I just want to apologize for taking us down this tangent. All I was trying to say was nobody should be rigid in their thoughts and their mindset, and always be willing to accept and be open to new information to adjust. That's it.
Because I feel
academia has gotten very.
This is why
something that I think all of us humans have the minds of ants, basically. And if you were to go up to an ant and be like, "Here's the nuclear codes," they're not going to understand. We don't have the ability to understand.
This is why, to bring it back around, I sat down to rewatch Superman, was to be understanding, give myself re-exposure, take it in again with new eyes, with my wife sitting next to me who had not seen it, to see if my thought process was still the same or whether it needed to be adjusted or not, because other people had different opinions about the particular film. I did not, in this particular case, upon a rewatch or re-examination of the information, form a new opinion, but became more entrenched in my current opinion, which is fine. That can happen too when faced with certain data insights. But I was open to the concept that I could have been wrong on my first pass round. There you go. Justin Birch, now that we're off of that topic, how are you doing, sir?
Let me tell you about my take on religion.
Excellent.
Can you write it down so we can see it in beautiful font?
You're going to have to submit it in writing at this point.
I expect it to be delivered in the original Klingon.
Sure.
So tell us about your thoughts on Zobacor.
I'll just sit here and be quiet.
I was sad yesterday, Justin. I'm going to be honest. I was very sad because yesterday I submitted my Ringo Awards nominations, and somehow there was an omission of names in that list.
Did you do a write-in ballot?
Did you write in Stan Sakai's name?
He's not in the list.
He's not?
Nope. That's what I meant by sad, by seeing an omission of names.
It's a little early for a Cleveland Steamer, Kev.
Copy and paste your thoughts.
But I did also took the time to back up a project. I'm sure that Mark knows all about that project.
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit if you want. It hit fully funded last night, but Eric over on Kickstarter, written by the amazing community member Jonathan Medici. He's got 2 covers by Ivan Tao to choose from.
Look at that beautiful cover. That was nice.
Beautiful.
That is gorgeous. But Ivan Tao covers. It's a full. It's like 126 pages. It's 6 chapters all in one. You're not backing a single book and then having to wait 3 to 37 years for them to write, draw, and put out the second issue. But it hit fully funded. You might want to get there. That's a funding goal of $6,700. This was a huge undertaking, and he hit it in just a few days. It's a lot of people are backing it. He's not some random person that decided to write a comic book. He's a professional writer and professor at a film school. He knows what he's doing. I've read the story. It's phenomenal. It's worth your time. It's
prestigious film school.
It really is. I mean, you pointed that out, but it legitimately is. I always feel uncomfortable putting too much of his business out there because he's kind of a very humble person. I'll drop the link in the chat, but y'all should definitely back it. So it's like you can get the digital copy for $16, but you can get the full graphic novel for $30, which is six chapters in there, which means you're paying like $5 a comic, which is the same price you'd pay to go grab this week's issue of Wonder Woman off the shelf. So him self-funding this book, paying the artist himself, paying the cover artist himself, he still put this at such a low dollar amount that you're getting the book for the same cost you would if you go to Barnes & Noble or the local comic shop or wherever and buy a graphic novel, which is insane. So go back the book. Let's help him get it well past the goal. Because he's still losing his ass at this price. He just wanted to get it out there. And that's as cheap as he can make it to actually get it out there and cover the difference. So let's
give this guy a butt back.
What?
Bring back his ass.
He needs his ass back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike's in there. Yeah, John is a great guy. Yeah. Rob, did you get a chance to check it out yet?
I backed it.
My man. JB?
I have not.
When you get a chance, man, check it out. It's ridiculously good story.
When I was at GalaxyCon, I had also picked up this novel, Punk Rock Time Machine.
Hold on, let me make that bigger. I can't see it.
There's this band that was there, cool. And they also do comic stuff as Punk Rock Time Machine, and so it combines their music stuff.
Oh, the interiors look good too.
Yeah, it includes some music stuff, but the whole thing is like with their battle against Ticketmaster.
Hold that up again. Izzy, that looks like a poster that could be hanging in Chris's bedroom. That's really cool.
So yeah, it was interesting. I was talking with the guys, and they were a hoot. So I was like, okay, yeah, let me pick this up, you guys. I loved the concept of the big evil was Ticketmaster.
Well, it is though. It's too
Right.
real. Too on the nose.
It's almost like it's coming from their experiences.
Yeah. That fun date is in October, so you have time. I have the Halloween comic from the band and some of the Coheed and Cambria comics.
Nice. I really enjoy.
I want to say Halloween comic because, like, I have one of those.
Are you on the cover of said comic?
Yeah. Should I like donate that? Would anybody want one of those?
This is
what was the name of this character?
This is Lucy. She's short
Lucy.
for Lucifer. She's got Will Wheaton. Joe Janowitz is the creator. And who else is it? Keith Williams.
Wheaton.
And Rob Ormo. Nigel Carrington. All contributed a story to this one story, which is about a group of trick-or-treaters who go out on Halloween and encounter real monsters. They each take like a section of the story and illustrate it. And Lucy's like cool. The mistress of darkness. She's the introduction, you know.
The Elvira.
Yeah, the Elvira of the book, whatever.
The Crypt Keeper. Only hotter.
Thank you, Rob.
You're a big step up from the Crypt Keeper. Let me just say.
Maybe a little more skin.
I'm not big into the necrophilia side of the business, but you know.
Hey, you never know.
Take it easy there, Drew.
I'll be right back.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Excuse me. Ugh.
Have we spiced it up today with the talks?
We definitely got some. Well, we do make sure we cover a wide gamut of stuff. That's what I think people come back for, is they never know what to expect.
Yeah. Like from injecting different types of drinks into meats to basically
Superman.
Rob meat in your mouth?
To
history and science and nuclear power.
How old like humans actually go back in like
315,000 years.
How accurate is the Bible?
In past episodes, we've talked about
parallels between science and religion,
legal matters, and like legal
fecal matters.
Yeah, Justin and I could team up.
Caroline's favorite subject.
I could write one hell of a legal contract, and Justin Birch could letter it for me.
You know what? Chat GPT could write a hell of a legal contract for me.
I have you know that I use it all the time, and it does not write.
It does not.
No. To do it well, it needs a lot of building of the constraints within the custom GPT, and then on top of that, it works best if you're, instead of trying to do large form contracts, if you're only taking existing templates and amending or rewriting individual sections at a time. When you start to go beyond multiple sections, it tends to hallucinate more, and you get some really weird shit.
You have to start getting very specific with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you zone it down and get very like detail, and you know it, where like no one else could possibly come up with that level of granularity in terms of word like putting together, it can shit out some nice stuff.
Oh no, I agree. It is a big tool in my toolbox on a daily basis now, especially as I write craft contract terms and stuff for both U.S. and European things, because there's different, even like within there's different elements that go into it. There's different sentence structure. There's different, all these different things, and so that's what I do on a big portion of what I do at times is sharing stuff, and doing so because I'm not a legal professional. ChatGPT has allowed me to drastically speed up my production because the bot that I have that I've worked in conjunction with our legal team to craft and is locked down, so it can't just do weird public internet searching and stuff, and how we utilize it. It allows me to generate stuff without having to go through legal and get in the queue for the lawyers to draft these things every time. And instead, we just have to vet from time to time when there's something becomes a certain amount of complexity where it's like, okay, this has been crafted. Please review this and validate that it's good. And we've had some stuff where, legal has said, oh, this is too complicated. We're going to need to do this on multiple documents. And I've managed to put something together inside of it and they go, here, I've put the skeleton, and they go, oh, they can now just review it and they go, yeah, let's just tweak this a little bit here. That's good. And all of a sudden you save days of trying to get legal time.
Exactly.
So it definitely is a tool, but it's not by any stretch of the imagination a replacement.
No, you need to know how to use the tool well. And when you use the tool well, it increases your productivity exponentially.
Correct.
You can't make the tool do the work for you.
Correct.
No, you just got to be good.
Although I am going to try this weekend because I have built a custom GPT for to help me with my Yahoo Fantasy Football League with it, and I'm going to have it do my draft for me.
Okay, that one makes
sense. Sounds like cheating, Rob.
Is it? I had to build the GPT. And based
I had to build the calculator.
Based on, I had to give it the information. I had to tell it what my strategies were. I had to, within the point system, what my priorities were, and everything else. I have to give that information to it, and then it just allows me to, in time, say, okay, this player's been taking this. Who's next? It's basically as if I'd gone through and pre-ranked my players. It's going to go in and it's going to help me to pick. Okay, who's up next? Who should we go with?
I mean, technically, isn't Yahoo like if you do auto draft
that shit? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I would use ChatGPT. I would use Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried
I use both.
Copilot, but I don't like Copilot.
Copilot was interesting. I used it a bit the other day, in only within the context of Microsoft Edge. I had clicked on a news story and brought up Microsoft Edge, and Copilot populated on the side of it, and I started. And this was actually what I kicked off this whole show on. Actually, I was talking about coffee. Was reading, there was an article about coffee. I was reading about the study, and then I started immediately asking it questions about the study, and it could give me information from the article. And then once it said that I was asking it questions that weren't contained in the article, it was able to then go beyond the article and gather additional information that we were able to dig deeper into that subject now.
Yeah.
So from that aspect, it was interesting. It was funny as I did then pause at one point and started asking it questions about what it thought it's how it compared and contrasted to GPT and Gemini. And of course it then gave me all this breakdown stuff. And of course it thought that it was the better tool. And then when I had to ask it, of course, your bias, and it admitted that it has bias towards its own functionality and whatnot, and then suggested running a series of questions comparing and contrasting through all three individually and see what the results were and stuff. It's kind of fun. Sometimes it's a toy, and sometimes that you can have fun with, and sometimes.
So when I use it for work, I use it to help me build a lesson plan. So I have to build a lesson plan for modules and stuff like that, kind of like break it down to a certain level and then build from there. Like all it is all you should use it is like a skeleton, really.
Yep. Right now I'm on
what it needs to be.
Right now I have a big griddle that was sent to me by Napoleon Grills to do a product review on. And so I've been recording as I've been in real time. I've just been recording my thoughts from the unboxing it, my impressions, all these different things, taking my notes essentially with a audio recorder and stuff. And then I'm transcribing that and uploading all these transcriptions into a project folder and collecting all this stuff as I do these in different pieces one at a time, from which then I can create it's utilizes it to help draft a review based off of all my notes and observations and stuff. So it can help me string all those things together.
I'm gonna head off, you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry we bored you. I can't do it. I don't think.
You did it. You did
I got a little rock.
So you taught an old man to do a new trick.
Look at this.
Is it this way?
Two in the thoughts, one in the prayers. I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
I'll stick to this one.
Hang loose, Mother Goose.
No, I do this one.
Rock on.
Of course, too sweet. This is too sweet.
Yeah.
Too sweet.
Yeah, Scott Steiner was doing that one in the picture.
I saw that. How was he?
He was fun. He's a nice guy. He was simple. He doesn't, he's still big.
Of course.
But it was funny. I didn't realize I thought he was taller.
Yeah, the photo was like deceiving. I was like, look at that. Either Rob is big, he wasn't. Scott is short.
I'm not any bigger than I've been. So
he's wide.
He's a big dude, but he's probably only like 6 feet tall. So he's
a wide dude, man.
He's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I talked to him briefly, and we were talking about
Mark Henry too, right?
Like Mark Henry, and then I had Mick Foley too at the end.
Mick Foley's like is a sweetheart, man.
Like the differences between them all when they're there is that you can tell Mick is not pain free and stuff, because all the others, it's time to get a picture. They'd stand up out of their chairs. Mick, no, he's got an empty chair next to him. He's got a chair next to him. You get to sit down next to him, and that's it. He's not standing up.
And he's always selling. He's definitely a salesperson. Like you tell him, "Hey Mick, you mind if you do a recording?" No, in fact, you could get my cameo.
Oh, I didn't.
He did something like that.
Out of the gates when I saw him, I told him, first thing I said to him was just thanking him for like all his charity work that he does and stuff with his, and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, super." Nobody hits him first thing with the charity work type thing. It's always, "Oh, dude, yeah, you get thrown off the cage," and even the only wrestling story I talked to him about was, I said, I prefaced it to him, I said my favorite memory is of you in wrestling, aside from the WCCW stuff, is actually something that you don't have to look back on a video to remember. Which he laughed. I said, is actually just a house show when you first kind of came up to the WWE. He was doing his thing with Undertaker at the time, and I happened to have front row seats, and he got Undertaker scooped him up to slam him on the guardrail, and he rolled over into the audience onto my lap, and
that's cool. That's a cool memory, I guess.
Yeah, but no, they were fun to meet. And,
is that what you did instead of digging for comics? Because I'm assuming there weren't a lot of.
There were 4 comic book vendors there.
Yeah.
But I did pick up a couple books. I picked up a key book, and one of the biggest comic book vendor there was a lot of modern books. That's what their specialty was, focused on modern books, because everybody else seemed to focus on other stuff, he thought. But I managed to find a book there, and then there was like 2 other guys that were like, just kind of itty bitty tables of stuff, but I managed to find some books. Most of what I did was actually with the comic book artists. I had several commissions done. I talked to several of them that I had previously spoken to about comics curing cancer. Was following up with them and having conversations. Stephen Rue did started doing extra stuff for us while he was there, which was great. And I was glad when he gave me he gave me the sketch cover, or said he was going to do this. I mean, I was so glad, and I gave him I had an extra one of the challenge coins. So I said, "Oh, I'm going to give you this he goes, thank you very much. And he goes, oh, so then all of a sudden it's like, oh, let me also give you this. Let's pick out an original page for you too. And I was like,
Have we talked about white rabbits?
he wanted to earn that coin.
That's right, and that's fine. And he's potentially still going to do something else for us too. So, you know, he's great. And then you know, walking through artist alley and stuff and finding different some of the different stuff there. That's the usual stuff with these cons, right? You know, I'm glad I didn't have a 3-day pass by any stretch of imagination. Friday was only there for a few hours because it was only open late. But Sunday when I got there, the worst part, or the best thing maybe, was that they had no, you know, the ATMs were all empty. So there was no getting more cash, and there were certain things like that didn't only took cash. And as a matter of fact, big shout out to Eman. When I ran into Eman, I had previously brought that Comics Curing Cancer book to have Lou Ferrigno sign it, and I went to go there, and he didn't take electronic payment. He was cash only. And so I was like, oh shit. I had to text the CGC witness and say, that was on their way. And I said, never mind, because he's only cash only, etc. And then later on I ran into Eman and we were talking about things, and that came up, and he goes, dude, shit, here, let's go. And he said, just PayPal me. So I was able to send him money, and he had the cash so we could get the signature on the book. So that way we can, and then I just, because I didn't want to try to wait for a witness and everything else, I just then figured I'll just send it to JSA. So that got shipped off 2 days ago on its way to JSA, so it can get done in time for Comics Curing Cancer. Mark is confused.
I'm talking with the wife right now.
That's fair.
I'm glad that you were still able to find enjoyment out of the show.
Yeah, you know, the artist section was a good batch of artists, and you know, they were, the nice thing about going Friday was that there was so few, you know, it's a lighter day, obviously, so you get a chance to get there right away and get on those commission lists. Some of them I had already reached out to and were either already on their list and had stuff in motion, or they at least had said, yeah, I'll put us, you know, come and see me Friday and we'll get you get something going for you. So that was great. And then the hardest one really to get on the commission list was going to be Kevin Nolan, who he had a raffle spot. You had to put your name into a drawing, and then he would each day draw 1 or 2 people that he would do a commission for, and that was it. And fortunately, Friday when I got there, they hadn't drawn yet, and I guess only one person had entered in before me, so I got in with a 50-50 shot and I got pulled. So it was great. I was like, oh, get a text, come on over, we'll get you done. I said, okay, I'll be right there. I'm over at Rose Besh's table getting book signed.
And I'm sorry, was this a Fan Expo or a GalaxyCon?
GalaxyCon.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and that's like the really weird thing. The GalaxyCon, like, you knew, at least this one's configuration, walking in there, that this was about the fan experience and with celebrities first and foremost. Because most of those cons that I go to, you go in and there's merch and tables of stuff selling shit, and then you go to like the back or around the perimeter, you know, type of thing to get to a lot of these sections with these artists or whatever, or these celebrities. This was like, you walked in the doors, the first thing you walked into was the tables and tables and tables of all these celebrities and the custom and the professional photo op section and stuff, and you had to walk through all this to get into, and almost through like and they funnel you in through like, oh, behind this curtain, that was the rest of the con where all the vendors were and everything else. You had to go through.
That's like going. That's the They have to.
It's like the adult film stuff was in the back.
Yeah, like they rope it off because you're embarrassed to go back there.
That's right. This is where the real geeks are. Forget you nerds up front with getting your picture taken with the voice actor. But so yeah, it was actually it was somewhat enjoyable. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. That's for sure. I think part of that was fun. Was I went on first day with my youngest, so that was always fun. I get to spend some time with them, and even though they split off with their friend for a good portion of the time, but that's fine because we have different. Once we're there, they have different. They don't want to sit there and stand there while I'm digging through comics or talking to people about comics any more than I want to be there while they're doing their anime stuff, or I want to go sit in the crowd during a cosplay competition.
Yep, that's what I'm doing this weekend. Anime NYC.
See, well, Izzy, you can tell you're thrilled.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
The girls love it. They already went yesterday, so they go in tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Sunday I went back just mostly to pick up a few pieces that didn't get finished on Friday. Get some more signatures. But this riveting conversation, it is almost time for me to take off and do my Romania thing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I think I might actually have ESPN Plus without even knowing it yet. So that might be good.
I don't even.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
It's done, and I'm actually at this point with I'm reevaluating the whole landscape because Hulu and Disney are going to merge, and they're going to get rid of the local TV. So I'm going to go look. I got to start looking at it to see. Okay, what's the true pricing structure that I can get down to? Because I spend a lot of money with Hulu right now that I may not have to spend when I
look at what you actually watch, and then you could evaluate from there. Because that's what I did, and I ended up getting Sling TV as a result, which is like $45, which is not too bad in comparison to like the rest of them.
I found out that I just tested the other day. My cable company, even though I don't, they have a streaming app. That comes up on my Roku, and I tested it the other day, and I get access to live TV on it. So from a live TV perspective, it's there. It doesn't have a DVR necessarily. So I don't know. I have to evaluate all that stuff. Maybe I just buy a DVR.
Wow, people still buy those?
Apparently, I think.
Got a TiVo.
Have you looked at just using YouTube TV, just Coke and Pepsi instead of the Hulu?
I haven't done my research on any of this stuff yet. It's stuff I have to get. I plan to sit down to do at some point, but it probably won't be till after Comics Curing Cancer because
YouTube TV is good too.
YouTube TV has unlimited DVR space. I mean, I don't think they call it that. It's just you just save and watch. But I
have another project that's in my lap that I've been meaning to get to this summer. That's almost out of summer, and I'm going to try to do. And I still got.
But this isn't really a project, Rob. You would just literally just be signing in and you're done.
No. It is for me because I got to do. I have to do research, build spreadsheets.
Yeah. Well, you can just go take your Hulu spreadsheet and just change the name to YouTube TV, and you're done. It's just the same thing.
It's a good opportunity to reevaluate everything from scratch.
Okay. Yeah. So you're taking the scientific model that you should use, just reevaluate from scratch and applying it to your streaming stuff. I like it.
I have to first ascertain, make sure I get a full inventory of what I actually am paying for today. Yeah. What is it I actually have? What am I paying?
Well, there's companies now that are successful just off telling people what they're paying for. You subscribe to us and we will show you everything you're subscribed to so you can then unsubscribe to other things. I'm like, bro, that's a real company. That's crazy.
Right. Okay, well, kids, on that note, as the esteemed Justin Birch would say,
you said it so eloquently. JB, do you watch Peacemaker?
No, I don't really watch TV. I don't have time.
That's fair. You do say
Like
busy.
the only, truthfully, the only TV I watch is either normally like football or hockey. So
I appreciate you sending me the little.
I hope they bring the name back, and I'm also embarrassed to admit that it took me like 10 years to get the name.
The links.
Yeah, it took
Why
me.
are you so invested in Augusta Little League Hockey?
Oh, so the league that they would be joining is the ECHL, which is where my local minor league hockey team is a part of.
Okay.
So, by association, I guess is the best way to say it. You know,
Gotcha.
just keeping up on league news and stuff like that.
Ooh, Kingdom Come, but box set, right?
The little San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that he did.
Gold label.
So I in no way went out to buy this, but you know, when they have these exclusive things and they have stock left, they run a lottery system. Like they send out emails to customers that are signed up with them. If you would like a chance for this figure, just click the button and we'll just random draw names who get it. And they clearly had a lot of these left over after San Diego Comic-Con, because like I got one, Sector got one, Becker got, pretty much like
everybody got one.
Everyone got one. There's a couple of figures like that when they lottery them, pretty much everyone gets them. But I'm like, why not? Why not? I don't want it. I'll just give it away or something.
Looks nice though.
Yeah. It comes with the whole like this. It comes with this full size thing on the inside where you can stand them up, and that's behind the figure. So it's almost like a little diorama.
Diorama.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah, I'm looking up images for another project I'm working on.
What are you working on?
So the winner of the X-Men comic book requested magic.
The one that you're drawing.
So I'm looking for like different poses for her. So I could do a piece instead of just drawing just a head.
You mean with the sword over her head, like getting ready to
Just
swing
different angles and stuff like that. So I'm just looking up, like, you know, I always look at other images to see if there's something out there that looks interesting, and then kind of like build from there. So I'm doing that. Then I got to do some other stuff today. I got to set up a podcast room for somebody. Yeah, busy. And then I'm still playing. And so I dropped StreamYard. I officially dropped it. I said, I'm done with StreamYard. I'm not paying that money. So now I got Streamlabs, but it's Streamlabs. I am using Streamlabs OBS, which has some really, really cool features that I'm you know, currently working on learning them. So I can get ready for the live show. So when I do the live show, be able to do it with all these little bells and whistles that go along with it, which is pretty cool. There's some really cool stuff like a chat box and stuff like that. Like, I know you could do a chat box here now, but it's a different kind. It's going to look and feel different. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. And of course, getting ready for the con season. Get ready for the 2 big cons that are coming over here. So that's that. Besides that, then regular work. Yeah, so Eman, we definitely got to hook up so you could probably be like a bit of a guinea pig with me.
That's one hairy guinea pig.
Yeah, I think Eman will be a great guinea pig for me because Stream OBS it practically is the same thing, but with Streamlabs you have more bells and whistles. So it's actually a pretty cool price too. So they have like a product suite at a fraction of the time. But you know you like it sexy, man. I think I saw you in Peacemaker. Was that you?
running out the building.
I'm amazed they got away with that though.
Why?
That scene was I know it's our show, but still.
Oh, not her running out, but
the whole thing. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
For a superhero show. Like, this is the moment that they tell you, yeah, don't let your kids watch this one. Of course you haven't watched it yet, man. You were in it. And everybody keeps talking about that camel toe. It's not that big of a
camel toe like 20 times.
It's not that big of a scene, guys.
DTK3Q.
Yes, you should watch it today. It's not long. It's like what is it, like 35 minutes or something? And then there's like a behind the scenes afterwards or something.
I don't know. It felt longer than that. It felt like a full length episode.
No, it was a full length episode, but then there's like afterwards, there's like a behind the scenes type of thing. There's an after credit as well.
Dude, I love how McFarlane does this. I just opened that, right? And it came with one of these cards. You scratch it like a lotto ticket, and you can punch in the things on the website, and you get their loyalty points. You know, they send you a card with loyalty points. But what's cool about it is like they're redeemable for just straight up gift cards, you know, and it doesn't take a lot. Like I got I just ordered the Jeremy Irons Alfred figure and got that for just the price of shipping because I just went on the website, redeemed some points. Like even after ordering this, I still have like 600 points. Redeemed a few points, got a $20 gift card, ordered this and paid shipping, and you know that's killer. I like free toys.
Who doesn't?
What's up, Ty? Just jumped in. What's everyone's 2-sentence thought on Peacemaker? Do I need to watch? Yeah, watch it now. Watch it right now, Tyler.
It's
2-sentence thought.
It's good.
Super green. That's my 2-sentence thought. You get 2 words.
Let's see. Anime NYC. What's going on over there?
Ew.
Yeah, I know. I have to go to it.
If you see a physical media copy of Terminator Zero, pick it up for me. You know, these cons, a lot of these, you'll find those vendors that make physical copies of these streaming shows and movies that never get real releases.
You said a physical copy, but of Terminator.
The Netflix show that they did, that Terminator show. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember it, but
it's, it's amazing.
It has to be a steel copy or just a physical copy?
No, just a physical.
Okay.
I doubt it'll probably just. I would assume it'd be on. Someone would put together a Blu-ray that doesn't play on 4K players, and you have to play it on an old school. I just want it for the collection more than anything.
So CGC is going to be there, so that's good. I could submit some books there without having to ship them. I like that. Star Wars Visions episode 3 or volume 3 is going to be there.
Tyler's in the house party scene.
Yeah,
I saw him. I saw him in there.
Tyler and Eman, right? They were there. I saw
both
them.
Of them.
They were both there. Yeah, that scene is definitely something. I'm like, am I watching Peacemaker or did I pick the wrong show? Oh man. So Josh is vending at this show.
He's alive?
Josh is alive. He's very much alive. He's been doing good. So he's vending. He's if you guys ever in New York City and you want to go to Anime NYC, look up the Woods Collectables, and that's where he'll be. So, the girls went yesterday. They love it. They love this stuff. I went there like 2 years ago. I went to it, and it did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, everything you like about Heroes Con is not anime and That's how I look at it.
So there's way too many people. That's
there's a lot of people. It's the biggest show. It's definitely the biggest anime show. So there's tons of cosplay. more cosplay than meets the eye. I think it gets more cosplay than even New York Comic Con in San Diego. That's how big it is. Because it's in the Javits Center.
You're saying it's a bigger anime show than New York Comic Con?
Yep.
That's just me trying to be funny.
Well, it is. It's presented by Crunchyroll.
Is it? They got
the manga awards, the American Manga Awards.
Not every convention needs to have an award show.
Take a towel with you.
The only thing is that I don't see your name attached here, though. You didn't make any manga books?
I did not.
Yeah. Let's see the list of nominees. Probably a whole bunch of names I can't say out loud. There is a best lettering. You could be a part of it.
Yeah, I would have to letter manga, though.
Yeah, you could do this. Maybe you could win this one. I don't see Stan Sakai's name here.
Manga letterers get paid peanuts.
Well, these are but the names I'm seeing here. But this is the American Manga Awards, so these are American letterers.
Yes, they get paid American peanuts.
So you don't get paid. You get paid in walnuts.
I get paid in almonds.
Okay. Makes me want to look at some of these. Legion of Honor. I don't know what's that about. Well, that looks cool.
Are almonds worth more than walnuts?
I don't like walnuts. I tolerate almonds.
Just tolerate them. Did y'all see where AJ from the Y-Files was just on the Sean Ryan podcast?
No.
Oh my goodness, it was it's almost 4-hour long podcast. I knocked out the first couple of hours yesterday while I was working. It's fantastic so far. Sean Ryan was in his new studio as well, which is really, really cool looking. Really good show.
Cool.
Highly recommend. Izzy, are you reading Superman Unlimited?
I haven't been reading anything. I've been busy working.
I
haven't had a chance to read a lot. There's a lot of things I'm like back to the point that I haven't even in the last 3 weeks I haven't gone to the shop on Wednesdays. That's how much I've like, you know what? I made a decision. I'm like, if I'm not reading this, I'm not buying them yet. So I'll just wait till they show up on digital for the time being.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? It's like
for at least one physical book. It's the Detective Comics 1100.
The Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
You see, that one doesn't look too bad.
It sure doesn't.
In comparison to all the other ones, it still doesn't look great, but
yes,
doesn't
it does.
look as bad.
No, it doesn't. Definitely looks great.
Yeah.
I feel like you put extra effort into this one.
I think there was some coloring work done.
Well, if you look at it, I think he did less effort, JB, because he only had to draw this part. The rest of it is just blacked out. It's just
I think there's some coloring involved.
He had to draw the X's in there so the inker knew to color it black.
Did you see the Shirley Johnson one?
This is a good cover. I like Frank Miller, but it was Sector pointed out he's in the squatting phase. Everything he draws, his characters are squatting. Like here's the one for the this will be a 1 in 50, which I need this too. But look at that. They're both squatting and now, but here's the question. Are they underwater? Like what's with the bubbles?
Wait, Wolverine can't be underwater. That's his weakness.
He sinks.
I'm not questioning that. But I'm saying if you look at even the blood that's on the claws looks like when it's wet and it starts like dissipating.
But do you notice that he made the claws to the traditional style as opposed to the triangles he did a few months back?
Are you pro triangle claws or pro traditional?
I'm more traditional claws rather than triangles.
Yeah. Let's go, Frank Miller, baby.
I'm just happy he's getting work.
Yeah, I am too. I like when people criticize his work because it's just a simple question. Where's your cover? Where's your cover? His work should encourage people
to try hard or not try hard,
or to try. Period. I guess I'll submit this. This gave me the confidence to submit. I will turn something in, see how it goes.
You know, it's Frank Miller, so you give him all the credit in the world for what he's accomplished in his time.
It's not like this is far-fetched. This looks like his regular work, man. This doesn't.
Well, yeah, you look back at his older stuff. It's really not all that much different.
No, it's not.
I think now it's a little more exaggerated, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, and everyone's in squatting position.
Yeah, and everybody, yeah. But
the you don't know squat variant.
This is not a Frank Miller, but this is scary. Let's see this. If I can share this one.
You just called Eman scary.
You did.
You said this is not Frank Miller, but this is scary. Boom.
This feels Frank Millerish.
That's
what's with the ears?
I don't know.
That looks like all AI.
Look at that.
It's not real.
I would not say that that's AI. That does not look good. Well, it looks good, but like if Peter Dinklage was an elf Superman.
This is W. Maxwell Prince. Oh no, that's the writer.
W is short for AI.
Oh no, this is from Superman Kryptonite Spectrum 4. This was not bad. I like this one.
I read issue 1 of that too.
I like this one.
What's with the super elves?
Oh,
well, I think this is look, it's
there's Batmite, Pitalik, and another imp.
I'm trying to find the Shirley.
Man, did you watch Peacemaker?
I have not. I'm actually
Izzy,
look at this one.
That super imp, E-Man, that's the one that ended up in the car engine.
Look at this thing.
Oh, okay.
This is Frank.
I did see the imp like.
I do want to point out that she is in the squatting position.
But this is Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, and she's in the squatting position. Clown.
Todd did the inks.
I was gonna say Todd must have done the inks.
But look at this. Wait, this one's more precise.
I like the rectangle fingers that he's been doing.
Look at this. Yeah. This is a little more precise because you could definitely see Violator, the clown. Yeah. This is all. This Todd was like, I'm touching this up.
That's kind of cool.
The background on the color version doesn't lend it any favors.
That's Sinclair, and Sinclair's a goat, man.
I didn't say that he didn't color. I'm saying just that all black, just kind of for some reason
is that away a lot of blood? Detail.
Wait, who colored it? Yeah,
Sinclair.
It did.
It's Sinclair. It's right there. Sinclair.
The coloring did not do Todd any justice.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I think this is all Frank and Sinclair. I think it goes from Frank to Sinclair. I don't think Todd touched this one because I don't see any Todd McFarlane in this image.
All kinds of stuff, Mike. All kinds of stuff.
Look at the chains. Look at that. You're like, I'm just gonna draw triangles.
I like the triangle chain look on stuff. Yeah. I really do. Or the squares and everything. I just like Miller's art, man.
He does have an aesthetic. I'll give him that much.
I like when you have these artists that have their very distinct style. You don't mix them up with anybody else. It's not like I'm asking for interiors of books to look like that. I just like to have them options.
Mm-hmm. What we got?
I like the Kevin Smith approach that you take with art right there, Mark, where you just like everything.
What do you think about Infernal Hulk?
Don't have much faith for it.
I don't know how long it's gonna last. Probably be short-lived.
Isn't that the one where he splits from Banner?
Yeah, something like that. You can see like this.
Isn't that like something that's been done already?
Yeah, this is changing it up. It's Infernal Hulk, so we're doing like going back to the one below all, possibly.
Yeah.
They did the whole Immortal Hulk thing, and Philip Kennedy Johnson's trying to do this long-form storytelling, which worked great with like Superman and the Old God story in the background, but people didn't really keep up with it through his John Stewart miniseries. And this Hulk run is kind of run flat a little bit. Like he's got
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
That he's doing. It's running through the book, and now he's changing up the title to kind of garner some new readers to jump on it. A lot of people, I think, are going to pick it up and be completely lost.
Yeah,
because it's changing names, but it's just continuing
it's a continuation of the next story. Yeah.
Oh,
is it
This
continuing?
This I want to read. Alien versus Captain America.
Immortal Hulk? Is Infernal Hulk a continuation of Immortal Hulk?
No. Chronologically, they're not ignoring the events of Immortal Hulk, but it's just PKJ's current run continued. His incredible run continued.
By the way, that Street Venom looked really dope way back up there.
The Street verse?
Yeah, that Street verse Venom. I like that a lot. I thought that was pretty sick.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Who did that?
The bomber coat.
Oh, that's Inyuk Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That is sick. I'm not gonna read it, but I do want to pick that cover.
I think you're reading it right now. This is all you need to read. Yeah. So there's that. I
am watching Alien Earth though, Mark. I'm only up to episode 4.
We're already at 4 episodes?
5. No, just 3 episodes.
Or 3. I'm sorry.
Look at that. You're up to episode 4. Got it. 3 episodes in.
That's a nice rogue.
It's good, man. Holy crap. It's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. I'm enjoying it. There's some stuff that I just face palm at in the beginning of this 3rd episode. You know, when the alien uses its tail to poke the brother and throw him across the room, and then 2 seconds later she's dragging the alien and it's not using the tail to poke the person 2 feet in front of her.
This one I'm not feeling because she looks like she has a neck collar.
Maybe she does.
Maybe I was going to say maybe she does.
You know what I'm feeling? That Mission Impossible promo that was just next to her that went away right when I said it.
You mean the ad?
How did you like that last one, Mark?
Oh, I loved it.
Of course you did.
Binary.
It was a good send off to the franchise. It wasn't the best single movie installment in the franchise at all, but it was like everything you could want from a franchise finale. Like there are no loose ends in the franchise.
What do you think about the Frizon?
Oh, he tied everything up then.
It looks like every other Frizon, but this one has a lot of green.
Hold on, go back to Inyuk's.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, I like how he's okay. I like the detail that he has with the legs, like with the Emma, how she had a thigh gap, and right here with She-Hulk, she doesn't have a thigh gap. Like he's like anatomically doing that correctly. She's like, all right, if you're thick, you know, no gap. You're thin and slim. There's a gap.
You got the camel toe here.
Solid V.
I'm speaking about the art aspect.
How about this one?
Looks good.
Yeah, that looks great.
You like her hair?
Her hair. Yeah.
She's got X's in all the right places.
And you got Wolverine.
Shout out to that thigh gap right there.
I actually like the Wolverine.
I like that 90s look where you just have that jacket like half open, like all the kids did back in the 90s.
Yeah, he's a material.
Look at that gap. That's a pretty big gap.
That's proper gap right there.
That's super gap right
you
there.
Get a playing card through there.
That's like the pen start. Like, look at.
Not sure of the age of this character, so let's go to the next one.
I was thinking the same thing. Thank you, Mark.
How about that one?
Psylocke, not a fan. Put her in her proper suit. What are you doing to it right now?
Outfit because I could see somebody walking around the streets like this.
Yeah,
I can't see Psylocke dressed like that. I want
Olivia
Olivia Munn, bikini bottom. Let's go.
No. But I like that street look that he gave her. I think that's pretty sick.
There's more. Let me see. There's more around here. There's the Hulk. 90s.
That's not 90s. That looks like House of M Hulk almost.
No thigh gap. Switch.
No, all meat, no gap.
Yeah, but he got no gap. On. Well, it's not plaid. Okay, I take that back. It's not grunge. Let's see, were there any more? Let me see.
I mean, I'm not gonna collect them all, but they're pretty cool. That's
the point, man. I'm getting to.
hot take here, but
can't.
I'm not going to collect them all either. E-Man, don't feel bad.
I can't do that, man. I can't just go ahead and be like,
That looks good.
Oh,
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
Electra.
See, that has a good balance of like, yeah, she's definitely Electra, but she's like just trying to get around the corner to stab this ninja real quick, and she's looking over her shoulder to make sure the guy on the newspaper stand didn't notice her pull the sai out.
I like this. Assassinate at 8:45. Red Bull breakdancing at 9.
Exactly.
This is actually a cool cover.
That's pretty.
That's a nice cover.
That's legitimately a pretty cover right there.
That's very mushroom-esque. I like it.
Nova.
Oh yeah. A little psychedelic.
To it. We got Doom.
He's not walking around with his high thighs out like that.
No gap. Yeah, that doesn't look too. That doesn't look.
He's walking around. He looks like all you hear is click, click, click.
You can't wear that outfit in Georgia heat.
Why does his right foot look like his left foot?
Well, because your feet are supposed to look similar, right?
Like
it's asymmetrical.
It's turned a certain way.
He's walking, but he looks like he's scratching his leg.
Like, it's like he's scratching the back of his.
It looks like It looks like his right pocket is hanging out underneath his skirt. Like his pocket is longer than his
other hand. His right hand is doing something.
His face looks more like a metal skull rather than that.
Well, his face is probably pissed off that he has to scratch his leg with his other leg. That's what's causing that.
He invested too heavily in the turtleneck and not enough in the skirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
there we go.
Oh, you got the dinosaur. Look at that. Dino Doom.
Roar. I'm a dinosaur. Roar.
Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, Spider.
What's up with the Punisher? Hit the Punisher.
Look at that. Oh, that's nice.
Wicked. I'm excited for that show.
That nice.
Teaser trailer looked amazing.
Yeah. That is a nice picture right there.
Wait. Is that Simone DeMeo? The other one, the left one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. That's Simone
DeMeo's
work.
Look at that lighting.
Oh god, that looks nice.
Got a Gwen. Spider Gwen. Spider. Wait, no.
Is that Spider Gwen?
Gwen Noir? It's Gwen Noir. I don't know
is that like
a name her.
Black Cat Noir?
Oh, it's Gwen. This is definitely Gwen. You could tell it's Gwen because she got the headband on. Because Gwen always.
Oh yeah. Gwen Stacy isn't going to like it. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moded. Sorry.
Let's see what else we got here. Nah, nothing there.
That cover A though, I do like that.
This is a nice cover. Joe Quinsada.
Is anyone still reading that? I know that they tried to like rage bait the world into reading it, and then immediately like
no one's talking about it. I'll say that much.
This white kid turned out not to be T'Challa's son.
Which one?
Echo.
The Echo?
Yeah, that one right there.
David Mack in the middle.
Yeah, David Mack's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Back to the roots.
She looks black in here as opposed to native.
Well, yeah,
maybe she's native black.
This is a Native American Heritage Month cover.
Yeah, but Izzy's point is she doesn't look Native American. She looks African American, is what he said.
Yeah. But go to the cover A, to the left one. Yeah.
Doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, never mind.
It's just a picture. She is the seeker of truth. This one has some Daniel Warren Johnson vibes to it.
Is that Maria the Wolf?
Oh.
That looks like Maria the Wolf.
Maria the Wolf.
Bam! She's going to be at Cape and CalCon this weekend. I'm going to go check that out.
Okay, move on. Oh, we got some Infinity Gauntlet stuff. Oh, look at that. The gems. That's actually pretty cool. Like it. Greg Land. Okay, never mind.
Is it a spoiler already to show what they did or what they're doing in the new Spider-Man movie?
No, because I'm sure they have other things. What do you think about that?
It looks like a rabbit.
I forget her name, though.
Spirits of violence.
Oh, they got all the Ghost Riders together.
Wait,
it's Ghost Rider Party.
They said variant cover by John Boy. Which one's John Boy?
This one has to be John Boy. Yeah, I think this one's the John Boy. because that's clearly this is Greg Land.
That middle one doesn't look like his anime style.
Geraldo Sandoval, which is all right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there goes Spidey.
There goes. Thigh gaps there, but
He got the scarf on though.
Yeah, yeah.
This should have been Miles's look though.
Even at that, even if it was Miles,
what's going on here? This got me interested.
Oh, what is this division of entities here?
See that, and then you got this one here. This looks like
look at that. That's a very classic looking spider.
That's very Ramita like.
Looks cool. The colors help. Coloring makes such a huge difference with artwork, man.
It really does. Especially if the color is like a painted color, because this is not traditional digital style.
Not at all. And even if it is digital, it has that palette that makes
it has like the brush strokes were different. They colored it very differently.
It's a little bit softer colors. Now digital colors seem so much more vibrant, especially when you're looking at it on the digital screen.
Yeah. You know, like this.
Yeah, it's muted a little bit.
It's a unique
Hey, look. JR.
Look at his torso, bud. That looks
is he battling Hush?
Can you make that bigger?
Let's see.
Can you zoom in on that possibly?
I'm gonna try it now.
hold.
No, it's actually going backwards.
Yeah, this isn't working.
Hold control and scroll up.
Let's see if I put it at 90.
Wow. E-Man said hold control and scroll up. Does that work?
This is okay. Here we go. What just happened?
I don't know, but there, that's good.
It's a little better.
Look at the ribs, man. I like how he did that. Spider-Man looks thick right there.
I like this Spider-Man. I don't hate Ramita's work. I just think
I'm a fan.
I'm like
yeah, it looks like he's had a couple of cheeseburgers. I'm digging that.
He should have. He's Spider-Man. No. Now this got smaller.
Leave it slightly open so that way they can.
That's right. Okay, let's keep looking here. Oh, there goes Miles. He got the kicks though. He got the special edition Spider Jordans.
Oh, there you go. Now that's a proper streetwear version of a Spider-Man. I don't know though. The hat. Everything else cool, but the hat. I think the bill's a little too long.
The way they commission these guys, man, these guys are working like dogs with all these commissions. Oh yeah, she got her yoga pants.
This is a workout black cat right here. Huh? She's about to go teach some Pilates.
Yep, you know it.
Pilates.
How you feel about this gap? Is it a proper gap?
I like it.
I'm digging it. Her thighs are thick, and yet they're still a little gappy.
They're thick but fit. She has a very fit look.
Fitly thick.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she definitely has what
slim
I'm pretty
thick.
Sure that these yoga pants are designed where the back is stitched so you can see her entire booty.
Booty,
E-Man, tell us about this week in Transformers toys.
This week in Transformers toys.
Yes.
What if I tell you that I actually picked up actual Hasbro toys?
Ooh.
I would be proud of you.
Would you? Then yes, I went ahead and picked up a Studio 86.
Have you ever looked? You know how I tagged you in that Soundwave figure? It doesn't transform it. That's those Yellow Park model figures. Like I've got a few of them, but those die casts, they're amazing.
They are. They did real good. Yellow Park does really good with the die cast.
And it's fun because you get to assemble them. Almost kind of Gundam-esque, you know?
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be back.
Okay, there's Gwen.
That one looks very, very appropriate, like with the
But what's with
the pants look?
What's with the the gel collar, the ankle bracelet?
Scarlet Spider-Man.
you got going on there. Let's see what else we got here. I think that may be everything as far as those go. Oh no, we got Cap.
Yep, that's dope.
With the bomber jacket. Nice touch. His head might be a little too small though.
But it just means that boy thick.
Yeah. And his glove, if he has gloves on, are there surgical gloves or something?
He looks like a young, spry young lad with the jacket like that.
Oh, we got the Panther.
Oh, that's sick.
The Wakanda version of Captain America. the
like
Wakanda
that.
bomber jacket.
Yeah.
It looks like he skipped leg day though.
I was about to say his calves are a lot smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, those YOLO parks and blockies, super fun to put together. Super fun. I like it.
They just did a Bayverse Megatron, which I'm sitting here trying to sit on my hands and not order yet. But I will get it eventually.
I mean, you could probably find it
Oh, they're all super cheap. They're only like $60, bro.
You might be able to find them a little bit cheaper if you just hold out a little.
But I'm saying that's still wildly cheap for die cast.
Yeah.
Like 10-inch figure, fully articulated, multiple accessories, hand swaps, all kinds of stuff. A full-on base, a metal plate that comes with it. Like, it's insane, the value.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, they'll look good, right? Once you put them together, they'll look good. But the fun part of it is actually putting them together.
Yeah, and I don't like transforming them, to be honest with you. I don't give two shits about making them look like a car. I like them in fucking robot mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me the robot. Get it as detailed as you can. Make it highly posable.
Oh, look at that.
Fuck, I want a toy truck for.
Wait, he got carnageized?
Carnageized Godzilla.
Wait, Mark, I got something else for you.
Pass.
But it's Godzilla destroys the Marvel universe.
Bro, I pull all Godzilla unless it says Marvel on it.
Is this
see?
Oh, is that the Void Rival thing?
See. I got Hasbro. I don't just pick up fourth and third party.
That's the Void Rival set.
That is the Void Rival
set.
Bro, that thing's super expensive.
Bam.
I was looking at that because I want a good Jetfire.
Oh,
and that
dude.
set is just amazing with Sola and what's his name?
Derek,
yeah.
Yeah, dude. This right here.
That's amazing.
So they've already released this Jetfire before. It's called the I want to say it's the Siege Jetfire. So it's the same robot. It's just packaged with the Void Rival.
Look how that's packaged. You don't even have to open it. They recreated the scene where they discover Jetfire in the book.
Yeah. And it comes with a comic too. It comes with a dope cover by Marcelo Materi.
Oh, that's where you got. I saw you shared that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. E-Man, what is that? Not what did you pay for yours, but what does that go for right now? Like $200?
No, man, you can actually still find it for like $150. I paid $120. I'll be honest. I paid $120 for it, and you could probably find it for like $150. It went up in price like a week after it dropped, and then it started to stabilize. You might be able to find
I'm gonna bounce. I gotta work with Cliffy here. So
we got your new co-host.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some Streamlabby stuff. So I'll see you guys. E-Man, I'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a steep learning curve, just to let you know.
I know, but you know me.
Fun. Yeah,
you know me. All right, bro.
Fun.
Later, fellas.
All right, bro.
I'm also going to leave. So
what?
Bomb smoke.
He said.
And then there were two. What's going on?
Not much. Hey, dude, I got comics too. I got comics. This is crazy. Look, did you see that?
Is that a Rose Besh?
That's Rose Besh. Got her signature.
Is that an older book?
This
on that looks wild.
Yeah, this is the swimsuit edition. I don't know how old. We saw her at GalaxyCon last weekend, so Red picked this up for a few of us. And then my Void Rivals, I got Rosebud should do a cute little chibi commission for me. And then the Blade Forger.
Yes, that looks good. Yeah, that last issue was insane.
God, dude, no one talks enough about Blade Forger. It was so good.
It's only the only people I know that read it all the way through that I talked to is you and Justin, the presser Justin Comics.
Oh, JustinComicx, and I think Chris too, Comic Vet.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I remember he had I think he had to order his out, like they didn't get his at his shop when it first dropped. He had to go around about the way to get a hold of it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I have a stack of comics that I haven't read yet, man. I picked up the Escape, the Rick Remender one.
Not familiar.
Yeah, this just came. It's a World War II book. You know, it's a bomber bombing stuff, and then his plane got shot down, and now he's in enemy territory. It feels very World War II-ish, but because they're anthropomorphic. Thank you. Like animals, it feels different. Just changing it from humans to animals makes it feel a little bit different. I was interested in this Ghost Pepper.
I've eaten a few. I've got some of the sauce in my refrigerator.
I've had a few chicken wings with some Ghost Pepper in it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll take barbecue sauce and I'll just add some of that Ghost Pepper sauce to it, just put a little kick on it.
This is number 2. This is the Derek Chu cover. This is a pretty cool cover. I haven't read this one yet either. I'm behind, but I just picked these up. I really like that cover. Oh, and then I jumped on this tray, dude. Check this out. I picked them all up at the same time too. Have you heard of this? I don't know. People are.
I got issue 1 and I started to read it, then put it down because I got distracted or had to go do something with the kids and never returned to it.
A lot of people were talking about it.
Yeah,
and they didn't
liking it.
They didn't have like the cover A for 1, so I just picked up just whatever they had in my LCS. I think this is 1. This is number 2.
I've got the issue 1 cover A down here in art. Yeah, I got down here in my stack of stuff just to give away.
Yeah, I'm still reading World Tree, not his best, but
Geiger. That's what I see. I see Geiger and Energon. That's what I see.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, let's put that.
Dude, Geiger has been fantastic. Energon has been fantastic.
Yeah. Ghost Machine and Energon are just the 2 best to me. They really are.
When it comes to comic book universes right now, like man, they're crushing it.
They're fun. They're super fun. I'm still on Department of Truth. I haven't read these yet. I know you talked about it. Department of Truth.
I haven't read this week's issue yet. I got about 5 books over here. Well, when I get my books, I go straight through the DC ones as fast as I can because like I do the DC Day stream. But yeah,
this is my favorite character in all of Ghost Machine though.
Absolutely agree. Simon Pure's the man. And now we have the Northerner hop through there and did that cool little story with him, and then ended over with Tariq.
Dude, this was the cover right here. This was the cover.
Yeah,
I got ideas with this cover.
What's his name? Maximus or some shit?
Ultra Magnus.
Magnus, yeah. I don't know why I can't get Maximus out of my head.
Have you read this
so far?
This is cool so far? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was. I thought it was going to be like a one-off, like the last one was, you know?
Yeah. I thought,
but it's I think it's 5. I think it's going to be 5 issues.
Hyde Street. So that Sisterhood, is it like more of like the Hyde Street side of Ghost Machine?
Yeah. It's a Hyde Street story.
Okay.
They haven't gotten to Hyde Street yet, but I think it's working its way there, if that makes sense. You know, you end up on Hyde Street, you find yourself on Hyde Street.
Yeah.
They're on their way.
Stumble upon, and that's when the ending comes.
You make the one wrong turn. Yeah, you showed me this one because I said it looked like Devil May Cry.
Yeah. So these are the ones that I'm still reading. I'm still going through, and then
these are my non DC from this week. Space Quest. I didn't realize Spears is just doing homage covers for the A covers. I'm an A cover guy, and I like Spears just fine. I like him a lot, but I like him when he's doing an A cover on a book I pull. I'm not trying to grab all these variants and stuff, but that's that Wolverine cover. You know, the famous Wolverine cover. The last one, it was him. It was the AF-15 homage, him flying through the air like Spider-Man holding Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like homages, but IDW is continuing the foil reprints of the famous Godzilla #1s. We got Godzilla in Hell, the Spooky stuff is amazing. Terminator #10, because Dynamite's crushing it right now with all the Hanna-Barbera stuff, and I went with that cover for Hyde Street.
I got that one.
Yeah, #8, and the same cover you got.
Yeah,
issue 10, and then the most recent Department of Truth from this week.
Like, I read Department of Truth just before I go to bed.
Yeah, dude,
that's like the best way for me to just go to bed. And not that it's boring. I'm not saying it's just a good way for me to go to sleep.
Yeah, I like get my brain churning. But this is like part 3 in this story arc where this girl's looking for a friend who kind of went down that 4chan rabbit hole and is now missing, and she's finding like this online urban legend associated with the 4chan community about the guy with the black hat, the guy in the corner, out the corner of your eye. You see the silhouette and you look and it's gone, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And what's interesting about it, the Y-File did like legitimately a scary, unnerving episode on the shadow people. You know, when you see someone out the corner and they're gone, but like I know I saw it.
Yeah.
And it's not just a mass. It's
it's shaped. It's
if I
shaped
keep
like
looking
something.
forward, I can see it out the corner of my eye. But I know if I turn, but it's really cool.
That happens to me a lot at work. So especially when I go in early. So I go in sometimes at 7 o'clock in the morning, like right now. And the whole floors, they're not lit properly, right? And I would just turn a corner and I would see a shadow just sitting like right by the plants, just chilling. And you look and it's gone. And it happens everywhere, right? But most of the time it's when you're by yourself in a little bit more of a, not quite well lit area. And it's kind of scary. Like,
and in this, they kind of they lean in the book. They're leaning into that and not just being a figment of your imagination. It's an actual entity. So it's at the point where the girl gets to a point where she turns and looks and it doesn't leave. It doesn't move. It doesn't come closer, but it doesn't go away. And then every time she starts noticing it and looking, it's getting closer. Even when she's walking down the street, if she looks behind her, it'll be there on the corner. Then it's like by the car. It's wild, man.
It's almost like they're adding another lady in red to this, huh? It feels like there's going to be another aspect to that. See, like I felt though, like when I read that first issue in that arc, I felt like that should have probably been more in the world of World Tree because it dealt with that kind of stuff. But I can also see why it feels like it should stay in Department of Truth. Because World Tree is it leans heavily into
because they do the internet thing there, right?
Yeah, they do they call it the undernet, but it's the dark web like version.
Got you.
Yeah, it's interesting. World Tree isn't his best, but it's not bad. It does have my interest still. But there was a time when I was like, I don't know about this, and it came up just enough for me. Like, all right, let me continue on. I'm not going to recommend World Tree, but it's okay to me, I
got a couple issues, but only because Jang did those couple.
Yeah, I picked those up too.
He's been doing so much work lately. I got to the point where a while back where I'm like, I can't like keep getting every book right when they come out. And I wouldn't have stopped. I would have kept doing it. But that stupid piece of shit, terrible online retailer that absolutely sucks at life and is a predatory business practices known as Rated Comics.
I was gonna say it's probably Rated.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do? What did they do this time?
Oh, they're predatory prices, man. Like they're complete disconnect from the market that they're in.
Are they charging 80? I was gonna say $80
for a standard comic book that's $25 to $30 anywhere else.
Yeah.
A trade dress virgin set like $150, and like it's insane.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I
hard
am
pass.
okay because they add like their backing boards got all their fancy stuff. But dude, just give me the book. I don't need your
So like
stuff.
I'd gotten every single book that he had dropped from the time he dropped them for years, and then they did that. I'm like, dude, I can't support that business model.
I just got his I had to get his to Department of Truth that they had. Just because I thought they looked great, but I just couldn't continue on with them, you know.
Yeah, I know you got this Something Is Killing the Children they did. His Something Is Killing the Children covers the
I'm sorry, it was those Something Is Killing the Children.
Don't worry, I keep up with your inventory.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, those were sick, and unfortunately they were the only ones that had it. Yeah, the hair was really weird, but it looked
and he had some of his more obscure stuff there too, which is great, you know, because you like to see him do different stuff. He did Behold the Behemoth #1, which is kind of like a grim fairy tale style version of like the Iron Giant, like was his thought process when he drew it. And then there's another one that looks like remember that movie Real Steel with Hugh Jackman with like the fighting robots?
Yeah,
it almost looked like that, man. It was super cool.
Damn, that's a callback.
Yeah.
That was a good callback.
The movie was good.
Yeah.
The movie was really fun.
It was like their take on Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun. I loved that movie. It was great for kids too, right? I mean, it just makes them think about robotics and stuff like that. Now, like robotics classes are everywhere, and everyone in the high school's got that. That's fun.
So, we're about to hit that 11 o'clock spot. I'm going to hop off here. The wife's got a little while before she goes to work. I'm going to see what she's up to. And Austin LeMay's here, so I'm out of here. So if he's here, I'm out of here. But I'm just kidding. Good morning to you, Austin.
Morning.
But man, I hope you have a good weekend.
You too, my friend. I hope everything comes out nice and dandy for you this weekend. It's going to be hot over here, and I got a con to go to on Sunday, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
Are you going to see Rob?
I'm not sure. Rob knows about it, but I'm not sure if he's going to come up for it. And it's a free con too, so I don't know. And it's held at a brewery, so it's just speaking Rob. Here's beer. Here's comics. It's free. I don't understand why Rob wouldn't come up to it.
Yeah, it sounds like everything he likes.
Exactly. You know, the only thing missing is barbecue. I think there might be a barbecue food truck there, so I mean, we'll see. But that'll be fun.
Nice. Well, enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend, and I will see you Sunday night. Be sure to swing by, get in the live chat. We're going to be talking Peacemaker Season 2.
I'll watch it. I promise.
Bro, it's so good. You'll enjoy it.
I bet.
All right, y'all. Peace.